Welcome, everyone, to the Islanders Never Say Dies podcast coverage of the live game against the New York Islanders against the Philadelphia Flyers today, this Tuesday evening. I'm your host, TJ, and with me here, as always, is our NHL analyst and expert, the grumpy old man. They say there is no shame in his game because he is always the same.
That's me.
Grumpy, how are you this evening?
Okay. How about you?
Man, I tell you, I was running a little late today. I had made an update, or I'd updated my computer software, and I about technologically, I'm not too savvy at times, so it took me a while to get everything underneath. But Grump,
At times,
occasionally, I
Okay.
could struggle.
Okay.
Oh man, but Grumpy, today's matchup against the Philadelphia Flyers, some would argue, Flyers on a 12-game losing streak, Islanders at home against the Flyers. You got to be the favorite, right, Grump?
Yeah, the Flyers suck. And I'm glad. I hate the Flyers. Everyone knows that. It's not a secret. It's not a secret.
You're not unbiased in that fashion?
No, I hate them. I've always hated them.
I'll let you know when I see puck drop, by the way, Grumpy.
Yeah, good idea.
For those of you who are new to this channel, we welcome you to the Islanders Never Say Die podcast. Again, if you're new, though, we welcome you to come back. We welcome you to stick around a while. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, like on Facebook, and follow on Twitter. We go live every Wednesday and every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, as a bonus, anytime the Islanders play a game, as long as they don't play on a Thursday and a Sunday, we'll cover that game live, just like we're doing here this evening. So again, make sure you subscribe on YouTube, like on Facebook, and follow on Twitter. The only reason we do not go live on Thursdays and Sundays, Grump, is because we have the TJ and the Grumpy Old Man show. And again, that happens every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every single Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is a podcast where we just talk sports and shoot the shit, and it's a fun time. But Grump, I am just about at puck drop.
Just let me know when you are at puck drop. Let me know when they drop the puck.
They just dropped the puck.
Okay. There we go. Okay. I just want to give a little shout out to Keith Yandel. Since he started today, he's 965 consecutive games played. He's like the Josh Bailey of the Philadelphia Flyers.
Ooh,
and the Islanders come out firing right on this pathetic Flyer team.
Nothing
could make me happier.
Matt Martin with a little chance and opportunity, Grump. I know it's not Islanders, man, but we covered that. We covered the Kansas City game and the Kansas City against the Buffalo Bills game live on Sunday. Man, oh man, was that an action-packed evening.
It was wild. How did Matt Martin miss the net by 3 feet from where he was standing?
I'd say it has to be talent, right?
Or lack thereof.
He had a prime opportunity to score. Let me ask you, how much further do you think the Flyers can continue to drop? Do you think they go for number 13 in a row?
Oh, I hope so. I don't want to be the first team to lose to the Flyers in
a month,
like 2020 or 2021.
Oh man, I'll tell you, it's known that the Islanders cannot afford to lose. That is for certain.
No, that's right. Hey, we got a little bit of help last night. Washington lost and Boston lost, so there's another game in hand we have in them without them getting some points. And even though we're 80 trillion points behind, it's nice.
Holy shit! Oh. Pellick turns the puck over, and how the hell is that squeak? Claude Giroux, the Islander killer himself. Are you kidding me? What the hell even happened on this?
He shot the puck. It went in behind Sorokin. 1-0 Flyers.
I was about to say,
he's staring up. He's staring up at the board. How the hell did that happen?
What? Oh my God! Are you fucking kidding? Are you kidding me? I don't even know how the hell this goes in.
It looks like it goes off of Sorokin's stick.
Right pads. It goes off his right pad. And he just throws it to the net and gets lucky.
That's a lucky goal.
This guy has a horseshoe jammed up his ass anytime he plays the Islanders. There's no doubt in my mind. Oh, what a bad start!
Oliver Wahlstrom back in the lineup today after being benched for lack of consistency, and then you saw the performance of the rest of the team. Wasn't the whole team actually played like trash? I'm just saying. I don't know.
Well, Islanders are down 1-0 early, grumpy old man. So, yikes. Starting off in a hole, not a good spot. But this Philly team is a team that hemorrhaged a lot of chances when we played them twice in the last two
They
years.
are terrible. They are terrible. I can't think of honestly. All right, I know there are teams that are worse, but not many.
Mm.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate the Flyers, but if I'm a Flyers fan, I don't know what I'd do. I mean, they're just I'd be beside myself.
You could say the same thing. Well, yeah, I'm just been more successful as of recent, but I
Yeah,
tell
well,
you, Flyers, the forecheck has been pretty heavy for the Flyers so far.
it looked like 3/4 of the team was offsides. I mean, it's just like a repeat of I mean, here's the thing, and the reason why I noticed is because we've seen them 3 times in the last week, right? Last week and a half, and it's like, I'm like, that's on the coach, isn't it? You can't even skate into the zone onside ever.
Mm.
I
We're
mean,
facing Martin Jones again.
he
Yikes.
sucks. He
The
sucks.
backup
What's
net
the
for the
difference? They
Flyers.
both suck. We played both of those goalies. They both gave up 4 goals. I mean, come on. I
Mm.
mean, Carter Hart didn't look like he was any great shakes either. Martin Jones just blows. So that's good news for us.
You'll be happy to know that Josh Bailey is back on the first line again, Grump. Before Oliver Wahlstrom's given a chance, back to Josh Bailey once more.
Well, I expect that line to do nothing tonight. Nothing.
To be invisible. Eddie says, I can't believe this fool is going to force Bellows to play on his off wing again. No, Bellows isn't even in the lineup tonight.
Of course not. Why would he? I told you that was set up. That Bellows, that little the comedy that he played with Bellows last week was all a setup to get him out of the lineup. That's
I'm sorry. No, Bellows. I'm sorry. Bellows is playing on the right wing. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's right, Eddie. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and pop up the screen. When I looked at it, I guess
on the second line.
He's on the second line. They changed up line formations a bit. You got Bavillier with Barzal and Bailey, the triple B line. You've got Lee, Nelson, and Bellows, who's, by the way, again, good point, Eddie. He's playing on his off wing, the right wing. Parise, Pajot, and Wahlstrom, Martin, Cizikas, and Clutterbuck. So now that is 3 games in Bellows' last 4 where he's playing right wing.
It doesn't
Position
matter.
he's never played before.
Now, Anthony Bavillier has played right wing before.
Yeah,
I mean, he's just not always been a left wing. He's played both wings before. Like I said, it's when Palmieri comes back, that's the end.
Nice opportunity by the 4th line.
Yeah, that'll be the end we see of Bellows. And there was Martin Jones using his head, making that save.
I tell you.
It's kind of when you wish that when they weren't wearing here we go. Let's see. Total pressure. Total pressure. Mike Meow needs to go as coach. I mean, you thought Vigneault was bad. This guy's worse. Just his name means he should not keep a job.
Mike Yao, for those who are not familiar.
No. Mike Meow.
Oh, good gracious. But again, it's early yet. Only about 5 minutes into the game, and Islanders down 1-0 to the Flyers.
Yeah. And it's not like we're playing Tampa, or Florida, or Carolina, or the Rangers. 1 goal is not going to be enough to beat us.
No, I agree. 1 goal certainly not enough to beat the Islanders today. Sorokin, again, 6-0-1 when playing the Flyers in his career. So over the last 2 years, his goals against average is something like a 9.47, save percentage is like a 9.47, goals against average is like a 1.5 something. So historically plays very well against the Flyers.
Yeah, I guess Matt Martin didn't get. I'm sorry. I guess Anders Lee didn't get out on the ice, but we saw a little bit of Bavillier, Barzal, and Bailey. And there's AJ between the benches. Hi, AJ.
Bavillier. I mean, that doesn't tell you that Barry Trotz is unhappy with performance. He removes Anders Lee off the first line. He's just trying to mix something up to get the
Anders Lee's been terrible this year. Just terrible. And he's not a fit for Matt Barzal. Just not.
And the Bailey pass just goes right past Barzal's stick. Kanye the Giant says, do you guys think that Chara will be gone after this year? But what if he bought a house on Long Island?
Well, maybe if he bought himself a little Pizza Hut franchise, it would make sure that they got the cake to stay there.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he'll be gone after this year. I cannot see any way. Come on. We can't re-sign him, can we? Really?
What we're going to do instead is we'll probably sign Mark Giordano.
Well, no, he won't be here. We'll do nothing in free agency. We're not a lure for any free agent.
Ooh, hold on. They made contact with Sorokin. Knocked Sorokin over. Oh, wow. They're going to the box, Grump.
Yes, look at that.
So the Islanders going to be on the power play. I didn't think it was too malicious. That's one of those that's unfortunate, right? Because Sorokin has no idea where the flyer is. The flyer skating behind the net and just inadvertently bumps into Sorokin. Oh,
yeah. I'm telling you what, that should not be a penalty on the Philly guy.
I was going to say, here's the thing: he collides with him,
and he tries to avoid him.
It's not intentional.
Tries to avoid him. That's a bad call.
I'm not complaining. We benefit from it, though.
Yeah,
right?
but that's a bad call. I think that's a rep call for McEwen. And there's Meow going, what happened? Where's my kitty litter? I need it now.
Oh, God. And then the Islanders going to be on the power play. Power play has been quite woeful as of recent for the Islanders, even though we were hot at one point in time. Islanders power play, again, not fantastic this season. Let's see if we can make something of this opportunity. This is about one of those you got to come on the board early, maybe score.
Ugh, Flyers, man, these suck. I don't know what type of formation they're playing. It looks like I don't know what the hell I'm doing formation. It's not a box. It's not even a parallelogram. They don't know what the hell they're doing.
Oh, one-time attempt there by Wahlstrom. It goes right between his stick. He just mistimes it. About 30 seconds off of the Islanders' power play. Kanye the Giant says, also, Grumpy, I never saw Bossy play. Would you take him over Ovechkin? I think Ovechkin will break the record. Even Trotz couldn't slow him down.
Well, Trotz did slow him down. But I would take Ovechkin as an overall player over Bossy for his longevity, for his, he was able to play. I mean, he's still playing where Bossy was done, after 10 years in the league.
Brock Nelson.
Oh. And one thing, Ovechkin goes into the dirty areas. That was not Bossy's game. Bossy was just a natural, pure goal scorer. But if you're asking me who I'd rather have on my team, for a long time, it would be Ovechkin.
I'm sure that's blasphemy. But you had there a zone entry. Barzal passes it off to Brock Nelson. Brock Nelson gets dispossessed. And here we go again. Looks like the Islanders are stripped of the puck again on the power play. We are now only 30 seconds remaining on the power play, and there's not really been a big opportunity yet for the Islanders. We've had a tough time even establishing zone pressure.
Bailey and Parise on the power play unit.
Jesus Christ. Parise can't go ahead and keep it along the boards. It bounces out, and that effectively kills the Islanders' power play. Still a 1-0 game for the Philadelphia Flyers, 13 minutes remaining in the first period.
What I was hoping to say, when you said that somebody made a bad pass, I'd say, yeah, Flyers to the rescue, though, because they can't wait to turn the puck over in their own zone.
Oh, man, I tell you. So at least if there's one hope, I mean, the Flyers play pretty sloppy hockey on a consistent basis. So
they are. You change a coach, you would figure that you get some type of bump, not go backwards.
It was the opposite for them. I guess maybe Vigneault was better than what they had. Oh, that gets a deflection in front of the net. And I think that just glances wide, Grump. Maybe they hit the post. Casey Zizekas, a shot from the point, almost gets a lucky bounce for the Islanders.
It's not a lucky bounce. It's a miserable Flyers.
The miserable Flyers. Eddie's saying, we're in TJ time zone again. Ooh. Yeah, sorry. And he says the most Warzone Senior Citizen says the most hydrated podcast in hockey, for certain it is. Tony Cheese saying, I can't believe you guys had Monday off. You guys have a Howard Stern schedule.
Yeah, that's right.
Jeremy Ford saying, good evening, fellas. Hope you have a great show and you have a win to enjoy and talk about. What are your thoughts on the Bills versus the Chiefs game? Have you seen a more exciting finish to a game in sports?
I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to say, because the coaching was so dumb at the end, which cost Buffalo, they should have squibbed the ball. I don't know why they didn't. I said that live at the time. Squib the ball, make them burn some more clocks, because they had to make them burn some more time because they had 3 timeouts. So what do you want to do? You want to run some clock on a squib. As soon as he touches it, even if you down it, what are you going to down it at the 10-yard line? Maybe you run for.
If you down it in the 10, it still goes to the 25.
No, it doesn't. No, this is not college. This is professional, sunshine. No way. And I didn't say kick in the air. I said squib it. Squib it.
Do you think they don't have tight ends that could go ahead and feel the ball and take the knee immediately and get the ball where it was caught?
Yeah, I absolutely think that. The guys do it. They do it all the time. Kick the ball to the 10-yard line. Kick the ball to the 5-yard line. They do it all the time. It was a poor coaching. Then you call 2 defensive timeouts, and you don't cover the 2 players that can beat you, Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. You put no pressure on them at the line. Drag them down if you have to. Take a 5-yard holding penalty. The clock was the enemy, and Buffalo screwed the pooch, period. That said, that game, while it was exciting, I want to say the Chiefs-Patriots championship, AFC championship game in January 2019 was more exciting because their defenses were a little bit better than these two.
Well, okay.
But fantastic game.
Yep. And people are still opining. You thought there weren't going to be people opining that they need to change overtime rules. I cannot tell you how many people are telling me we got to change overtime rules to where both teams get a chance. So that's just not something that's specific to that prior game, Grump. But we're back to action, grumpy old man.
And I think they just recognized Keith Yandel as playing his 965th consecutive game, which is really incredible streak.
Yep, absolutely it is. I mean, he's been a guy who's struggled a bit defensively throughout his career. He always could put up points, and he seems like a nice enough guy. Keith Yandel, though, terrific achievement.
Yep, and you say he struggled defensively in his career. He's a perfect fit for the Flyers.
Christopher C said a win tonight would be a great birthday gift for me. Good luck, guys.
Well, happy birthday, Christopher.
Happy birthday, Christopher. Hopefully the Islanders get a win for you. Scott Mayfield. Oh, look at that, dude. You know what Scott Mayfield's really been impressing me with? Again, he drives into the zone. He has zone entry, but he's always looking for somebody crashing the net, and he puts a pass that's off target of the goal, hoping it gets redirected in. And the Islanders had a good chance on that one again, but he's been doing that quite often.
Yes, in the last 3 games in particular.
Yep, I was about to say, and every single time, remember, it created a goal and it created an assist also. So it's been creating opportunities and chances. I've liked that methodology for Scott Mayfield, a guy who's not fantastic on the offensive side of the puck.
Yeah, and he's not offensively gifted, but you know what? You do what you can, and that was a nice job by Average. It's the first time he's gone to the net, actually skate to the net, and I can't tell you how long. And he misses. Good job.
But think about it. It was deflected in front. It was a deflected pass. It was originally intended there for Nelson, and then Lee just missed the opportunity. But I like that ideology that Scott Mayfield has, and specifically, it's been eating alive the Flyers. So you talk about marking your men on the way in. It seems to give the Flyers quite a bit of trouble.
Yes.
Got a comment here from Warzone. Warzone Senior Citizen saying here, I'd fire Trotz tonight, and his Uber. And Uber his butt back home to the sand point with Great Gatsby. Gonna Uber him back home. Not happy with Trotz.
Yeah.
But again, about 9 minutes into the first period, it's kind of been back and forth. The Islanders look sloppy. Sorokin hasn't really been tested much.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it's been back and forth. It's been all Islanders. All Islanders. I know they're down 1-0, but domination of play has certainly been the Islanders' favor, without a doubt, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Want you to size says, wow, such big line changes.
That's what happens when you
lose
and score. You play good. Okay, we play good teams. We can't score. It's just that plain and simple. Crappy teams like the Flyers will be able to score, but against good teams, we struggle. We're just not talented enough.
Well, here it is too. You do not. We mentioned earlier before the first goal was scored. What, Grump?
Prokhorov. How are you not capable of keeping that puck in the zone?
And they turns the puck over. Jesus.
He's terrible.
The Flyers, man. The Flyers, the Flyers are woeful. They are a bad hockey team. They're going to be bottom 5 in the NHL before all is said and done.
They're an abomination.
Well, you look at it, they have really been on a decline. It seems like no matter what they do, nothing could turn right for them. 12 losses in a row. Again, as we mentioned earlier, you don't want to be the team that gives them their first win to break a losing streak.
Let's make it a baker's dozen tonight.
Oh, man. About halfway through the period, too, grumpy old man. Islanders lose a draw. But look how many times the Flyers they're recklessly throwing the puck on the boards and not clearing it. And the Islanders to the Islanders' credit, they're intercepting the pass and opportunity.
There's not a rhyme or reason to what they do in their defensive zone
at all. Shit, there is not.
They look like
you have the defense pairing real quick of Zdeno Chara and Andy Green on the ice at the same time.
Is Bailey can't handle a puck.
They must want to get skated around having the two slowest defensemen on our team paired up together.
Well, he figures he can get away with it.
Oh, a little bit of collision. Oh, man. Matt Barzal is almost able to take it.
They are terrible.
At least we know there's going to be chances and opportunities against the Flyers. They look miserable. They're like the bad news bears of hockey right now.
They're like a squirt level team.
11
and 12.
Matt Martin almost deflects one in front of net to put it on goal. But geez, I'll tell you, you're right. As much as the Flyers do have a goal, it was a fluky one by nature. The Islanders have carried pretty much play the entire first period.
If we were down 1-0 to one of the good teams in the league, I'd be concerned. Not against this team. I'm not even. They just
look at their passes. I don't get it. They have no pressure. Oh my God. As I'm speaking about poor passes, Mayfield about throws one off of Martin and puts it in front of net on Sorokin. I mean, both teams are just. I mean, specifically the Flyers just throwing the puck.
They can't handle a puck. They're terrible.
Yeah, they can't handle the puck, and they're throwing the puck and losing it consistently in their own zone.
McCune has an excuse. He just sucks. So that's his excuse.
Andy Green forces a turnover. Look at there. This game should give. It looks like the Islanders have more pop and they're skating a little better than the Flyers are so far this game.
Way more jump.
Yep. And here's all.
Here's the thing.
Look at
the Flyers have to know their season's over. They have to know. Don't they?
You'd figure, Grumpy.
Well, I guess you could say the same thing about Islanders, but I just think that the Flyers really, you have to realize that. I mean, we're better than the Flyers.
Oh God! Anytime I feel like Zdeno Chara gets caught even halfway up ice, I'm like, holy shit! Here's a 2-on-1 going the other direction. He always just seems to be giving up, hemorrhaging those chances, and he just can't skate anymore.
Yeah, no.
Oh my God! Oh.
That's a trip.
I would figure as much.
No call? Okay, that was definitely a trip.
Ooh. I mean, I'd say that's probably the best opportunity the Flyers have had all period. It didn't really amount to much. Holy shit.
My God. I told that it's that Prokhorov guy just sucks.
He's been bad.
Didn't they give him a big contract extension?
Oh, hold on. What are they saying? Played with a high stick? I guess they're saying Dobson plays that with a high stick. Nick D says, TJ Grump, how you guys doing? You guys see the lineups. Grump got what he's saying. Anders Lee on the second line.
Yeah, and they should have put Bailey on there too.
I have no problem with that. Alexander, and I wish they also would have put Kiefer Bellows on the left-hand side on the left wing. The guy's played 3 out of the last 4 games on the right wing. He's not going to do much when he's playing his off wing. He's never freaking played the position before. That shit drives me nuts.
It's all set up. I keep on telling you.
And as more and more I see that, him playing on his off wing makes no freaking sense. None at all.
Who's the easiest guy to replace? Who's the easiest right wing to replace? It's Kiefer Bellows. So as soon as Palmieri comes back, he'll be right wherever. He'll take Bellows' spot in the lineup.
Yep. Alexander saying, hey, good evening, guys. What's up? And oh my God, Sorokin. Absolutely. Angelo M is saying, nice start. Where to go? Went off the right pad there. Nick D saying, lucky bounce off the pad for certain. It's bad angle shot and just a lucky bounce in. Alexander says, I like that Bellows is on the second line, but Wallstrom needs to be up there.
He needs to be more consistent.
Mm-hmm. Wow, Sorokin 6-0 versus Philly, 6-0-1 against Philly with a 1.5 goals against average for certain. And then Rich A saying here, WTF, Bailey, Barzal, and Beauvillier? Yeah.
The only problem with that is Bailey. He's not a fit anywhere.
And Beauvillier,
maybe a church social. That's
Beauvillier's not a first-line left winger.
No.
Sorry. So now you put, here's the thing, Anders Lee isn't a first-line left winger, but neither is Beauvillier. So now you've got 2 guys that are on a good team, 2 third-line wingers with Matt Barzal. So, yikes. Look at this as an interim head coach. Oh man, he's been woeful. The Flyers have been woeful since he's taken over. I don't know what the hell they'll do. I mean, like, what do you do after you put the interim head coach? You fire their interim head coach and put in another
he's
interim.
Ready to cry on the bench. He's like, maybe they said, we're gonna execute your children if you don't win a game. This is Philadelphia.
they said it contractually he has to win a certain amount of games as an interim head coach to get a bonus. And now he's looking at it, says, "Oh shit, 10 games may be too many to win by the end of the season for us."
I mean, they're terrible.
Mark,
and then you have the defenseman who can't make a defensive play crashing down into the corner, and I'm certain he'll get caught out of position.
I'm talking about Provorov.
Yes.
Provorov. You keep calling him Provorov. It's Provorov, I think. Yeah. Well, here, let's see.
Number nine. They just throw it, just blindly throw it.
Holy shit.
Oh, what the hell?
Green.
What is going on?
Van Riemsdyk deflects it, I think, in front of the net.
What do they have? 2 shots on goal today?
2 or 3 shots on goal. And my God, Sorokin. I don't know how this goes in the net. It's a shot from the point. You'd like to see him come up with the save, but let's watch.
Yeah,
Goodness gracious. Sounders now down 2-0. Crap. This is not good.
And a game they've absolutely dominated. Just the guy, they just throw it willy-nilly.
Nope, deflected in front of the net. Here it is. I mean, yeah. Andy Green.
You got to be
Green not being able to get the stick up of the guy next to him, and he gets redirected in front. Holy shit.
Yeah,
hold on, Green. Come on, man.
Yeah, I bet we don't hear about how Andy Green. I bet we don't hear about how Andy Green need to be stronger on that play.
Or did they hit off his skate? Did they hit off Andy Green's skate in front of the net? I mean, here's another fluky ass goal where it deflects in.
I mean, that's not on Sorokin because that puck was going well wide.
It deflected off of Andy Green's skate is what it did. Holy shit. My God. And the shot was a shot that was off target.
Wasn't hard.
I was about to say, wasn't hard. It deflects. It's going wide and deflects in off of Andy Green's skate and it goes in the net. Yikes. I mean, the Islanders, yikes, man. That is bad. Now down 2-0.
I'm still not concerned.
Mark A says Sorokin always lets in shitty goals.
No.
2 goals on 4 shots. That second one, I'm not blaming Sorokin at all. The first one, you could say maybe you blame Sorokin, but it's just a fluky ass goal.
The first one was fluky.
You can't let first one in though.
No.
I don't know how the hell he let it in.
Yeah. Now the second one's not his fault at all. It's not even a shot on goal.
Rich A saying we just don't like scoring goals, I guess.
Well, that's true.
Tony Cheese saying, how important do you think this game is? Do you guys want to hear how important it is? Yeah, I do want to hear how important this is, Tony Cheese. I think that this game has major consequences. I would argue if you lose this game, the season's over.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be right?
For me, you got to beat these crappy teams. And particularly you saw, Boston and Washington losing last night.
You have a chance to make it ground.
Yes. Okay. I'm not going to say it gives us an opening, which is what I was going to say, but it does. It helps us make up ground, and we have to be able to do that.
Oh, the Islanders score. They take one back. Oliver Wahlstrom fighting in the dirty areas. Look at that. He's
not afraid to do that. Like I said, I wasn't even concerned. 2-0. It's the Flyers.
I was about to say the Flyers. I have no problem. I mean, like if you're playing a team that's really talented, yeah, I'd be worried about 2-0 in the first period. The Flyers are bad. The Islanders immediately get one back. And hold on, this is a shot by Dobson from the point, and it's deflected by Oliver Wahlstrom. Look at that. He lifts his skate up, and it bounces, I think, through the 5-hole. Look at that. I don't know if that was intended.
I don't know if it's on Dobson or who hits the deflection. I don't know if there's any deflection.
I think there was.
Here's the thing, but his presence in front of the net created that goal. Even if he didn't deflect off of him, his presence gave old Marty Jones a little trouble.
You throw the puck towards the net, good things happen. It's as simple as that. Tony Cheese saying Chara is going to buy a Wendy's so he can scream in the server's face, "I want my free chili." I don't know what that means, Tony Cheese, but I assume it's some sort of reference. Shooters Puck Hockey says old and slow. Yeah. JG says Bossy was such a natural goal scorer.
Yes, without a doubt. They're two different players.
David D said, no longer can watch this garbage. Well, hey, I'd be honestly shocked if we lose to the Flyers. This is we carried action in the first period. We cut the lead down to 1 now.
Okay. There's Bellows in there. Where's the rest of the useless freaking players on his team? Oh, there's one. There's another.
There's Matt Barzal. There's Josh Bailey. Nice of you guys to join.
I mean,
oh man!
But like I said, it wouldn't surprise me if we come out tied at the end of the first period. Like I said, I'm glad we scored before the end of the period because you'd like to at least get one back.
And that, by the way, has been credited to Noah Dobson. Noah Dobson's 6th goal.
Yeah, well, there you go.
No assist by Wallstrom, but he did get in front. He did go ahead and screen the netminder. No Dobson now 6 goals. That prediction of 10 goals early on when
Looking
people
pretty
called me
good.
crazy is looking mighty good right about now.
Bailey with a soft pass to Barzell.
Matt Barzal is now the only one in the offensive zone. Look at Mayfield. Mayfield's still going for the, hey, I'm going to make a slap pass to the middle and hopefully gets redirected in front of the net. I like that strategy by him. I think it fits his style. Paul O.C. says, why the F is Bailey on the first line? It should be Wallstrom on the first line, Bailey on the second, and Bellows on the third line. Bellows should not be playing right wing.
Bellows should be
play the right wing.
Bellows should be second line left wing. Actually, I'd love to see him on first line left wing. He needs to play left wing, period, in a top 6 role. I don't care where you put him. That's where he's best. That's where he should play.
Kanye, the Giant, says, Flyers jerseys are ugly. Who's got the best jerseys in the league? The Islanders are near the top, I think. I always loved the color scheme.
The Islanders jersey is not. I mean, we love them because they're our team, but they're not one of the top jerseys in the league. I mean, Chicago Blackhawks are really good.
I've always liked the Johnny Canuck. I've always liked the Canuck on the Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah, but they don't wear that. That's like a third jersey.
I think that jersey is one of the best jerseys in the league. I've always liked the Dallas Stars jersey.
Yeah, I'm not been a fan of them. I mean, I think the Minnesota Wild is creative.
The old Buffalo Sabres jersey, too. They're bringing that back as a third jersey next year.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a super. I mean, that was when the French Connection line was there, but I don't think their jersey is that great either.
That's when Dominic Hasek was there too, Grump. I've always loved that jersey.
No. So you're talking about like the Buffalo, the funky Buffalo?
Yeah,
they're bringing back.
Yes, they're bringing back.
I thought you were talking about the original jerseys with the little buffalo on there with the 2 sabers coming across on the bottom.
No. I'm talking about the one the bringing.
Oh, that's right. I forget. You're a millennial, so the world it wasn't even created until 1990 something.
Oh man. JG says, guys, what's going on with Pulak? Shouldn't he be back at this point? I think they're going to wait until after the All-Star break. He got COVID. He needed to go ahead and
Cannot let that goal go in short side. Oh.
No, that's a weak goal to give up. Like we talked about weak goals. I mean, Sorokin let the weak goal first. That's a weak goal that he just let in.
I mean, he didn't even hammer it. He just flipped it towards the net and he got beat short side on it.
Throw the puck towards the net and good things happen. It's as simple as that.
That's right.
When you register shots on net, you will score goals. Simple as that. Yeah, Grumpy, Pulak, I think he won't be until after the All-Star break, I guess. He was supposed to originally have 4 to 6 weeks. That being said, I know he caught COVID and that kind of hurt his rehab efforts, I believe.
Yeah.
Angelo M saying, hello, guys, another boring game. I don't know. Seems like a better action-packed game than we've had in the past.
It's just been like a comedy of errors.
Yep, by both teams.
I mean, you just watch some other teams and it's like, man, they're good. It's like, I'll bring the football reference. You watched all the other games this week, but you looked at Buffalo and Kansas City and like, man, those teams are really good offensively. They're really good. And you see other teams not being able to execute, for whatever reason, injuries, shitty quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers, that type of stuff. But you just looked at they're just a cut above everybody else. And that's what you see when you see, your Tampas, your Floridas, your Carolinas. Those teams are really good.
Yeah.
I'm not including the Rangers in that mix, FYI.
You don't think the Rangers are very good?
I don't think they're in the really good team mix. I know they got a lot of points, but I don't think they're a threat this year.
Chris Kreider already has 30 goals on the season.
Wow. I bet you there's nobody on our team who gets 30 goals this year.
Probably not. Not from this point. I mean, if they do, it'd be 1, maybe 2 guys with 30 goals, tops. I mean, he's already hit it at the halfway point of the season. So
you think we have 1 or 2 guys who are going to have 30 goals this year?
Maybe Brock Nelson, because, I mean, we have a lot of those.
Well, we're running out of shitty teams to play. So we know he's not going to score anybody who's any good.
Okay. The fourth line hemmed up in their own zone. This is the first time the Flyers have had much pressure on the Islanders. That's the first time the Flyers have had sustained pressure on the Islanders all period. It doesn't come until about 3 minutes left in the first period. I'm sorry.
Nice save by Sorokin.
Yeah.
From the blue line. I mean, from center ice.
That's a tough one to save. Jeremy F saying, I'd rather Bellows be right wing on Nelson's line than Barzal, as he's more of a natural pass lane from the left shot of of Nelson. If Bellows is going to play with Barzal, it needs to be on the left wing.
He's not going to play. Exactly. That's where he needs to play. He's a top 6 player who's a left wing, kind of like Anders Lee, but better.
Fair enough. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, like,
yeah, I would.
I think he has the ability to be the same type of player as Anders Lee, maybe a little bit better of a shot, but there's other items to where I think Lee's going to be at. Oh, wow. They waved off that icing. Holy shit.
I think it was deflected.
Okay. About 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first period. The Flyers are up 2-1 over the Islanders.
Another fast-moving first period.
I'd say so. I mean, it's been pretty quick. Not a lot of stoppages, not a lot of breaks in action. So makes it high octane. I mean, like, you're seeing quite a few chances go in each direction. You got to love that.
Yeah, but it's
more in favor of the Islanders, though.
Yeah, mostly sloppy hockey from the Flyers, though.
Well, hey, if it results in chances for us, I'm not complaining.
I'll take it.
Kanye the Great saying, I know it's been a rough season, but I still wonder how Barzal and Tarasenko would have looked together.
Really good.
Well, Tarasenko, remember, he had a bum shoulder. That's why Buffalo didn't take a chance on him. That's why the Islanders didn't take a chance on him, because his shoulder was all oh, wait a second.
And what did I say?
Oh, Matty B, Matt Barzal. Oh, my God. Go! Anders Lee.
Did I tell you that I don't think Anders Lee even got out of the zone? I probably checked to see if he was offsides. Didn't I tell you I had a feeling they'd score another one before the end of the period? This game's going to be a blowout. We're going to blow out Philadelphia.
I was about to say, we've looked dominant all period long. When Matt Barzal made this pass, I'm like, shoot the freaking puck, Matty B. Honestly,
that's got to be McEwen, right?
Holy
he takes
shit.
an absolute terrible angle. It's like, dude,
what the hell was good?
He takes a terrible angle at Barzal, almost goes right at him. You got to take it. You got to try to angle him off. You can't do that. All you do is let him do whatever he wanted. And then and let's be honest, nice conversion by Anders Lee there.
Who was that back on defense for them? Who was trying to intercept and play the passing lane but missed? Was that Ristolainen?
I don't know who it was.
My God. He tried to play the passing lane, and not only did he not intercept the pass, but he wasn't going to block off a shot. And I'm like, he's playing the passing lane, so it allows for that one-time opportunity. Anders Lee takes his time, but does a good job of putting it to where the goalie can't get to it. So the Islanders tied up late. It's a 2-2 tie. Big save by Sorokin to respond back.
Nice, healthy rebound, though.
Yes, it was a healthy rebound. He's kind of looked a little shaky today, in my opinion.
Well, it's the Flyers. It's like there's no structure to their game at all. It's got to be tough playing a team that just sucks that bad, where, anything can happen. I don't know. I'm so unimpressed with them. I almost wish they were a little bit better so I could hate them even more.
Well, this is exactly what you should like. You're playing.
I know, but I feel kind of. I'm just looking at them. It's like, not the same. They suck so bad. It's like, I don't know.
Did you see Casey Zizekas slip at middle ice or at center ice? He just again, a bad ice surface, just loses an edge and slips.
Well, that's our home ice advantage. We can't skate, so let's make it so nobody else can either.
Oh, goodness.
And their defense is slow too. That's interference. Come on, that's interference on Bellows by 71.
No call though. And it's going to go into the end of the first period with a 2-2 tie between the Islanders and the Flyers.
Look at the Flyers. They're staring up at the clock. How
can we get to the end of the first period?
That's all we're hoping for. Get to the end. And, I mean, it's 2-2. It should be, well, no, I can't say it should be 8-2 because their goalie hasn't made any saves. But, I mean, we certainly carried the play.
Sorokin shouldn't have given up that first goal. The second goal, I don't blame him for. The first goal, you got to come up with a save. Want You to Decide says, playing this terrible team gives the fourth line another chance to look good so they can earn another 20 games in a row together. That is a fact.
Well, Butch was saying how, they very rarely have a bad game.
Really?
I'm like, I don't know what team he's been watching or what fourth line he's been watching. Maybe, but it's not the Islanders.
Jeremy F saying over under of 1.5 on a flip out of the red zone, out of zone goals, and the defenseman bobbles in their feet. Take the over or the under.
Over. If you're throwing it to the Flyers, my gosh, they've already beat that over. They're terrible.
Theodore A.
I mean, honestly, Meow. I mean, I don't think he's a horrible coach, but I'm like, I don't know what you're trying to teach these guys. At some
Couldn't tell
point,
you.
to me, they're a team you blow it up and start over. Blow it up.
They're a miserable team. There's
Yeah.
there's no two ways about it. They're bad. There's no way I think we lose this game either.
No way.
I'll firmly say that again. There's no way we lose to this Flyers team.
Down 2-0, I wasn't concerned either.
Theodore A says, Josh Bailey is so terrible. I'm sure I've covered it already, but I hope Bailey's mom hears this. Good gracious. Mr. B says, good enough to represent Canada on the world stage, but somehow the Islanders couldn't find a use for Ho-Sang.
He must have made the Olympic team. Since they're not sending professionals, I have to think maybe he's playing for the Canadian Olympic team.
Yes.
Since the NHL players aren't going. Well, he's played well, right?
27 games so far for the Toronto Marlies, 11 goals, 9 assists, 20 total points, a -1.
Well, that's pretty good.
I mean, that's kind of what he always was in Bridgeport. He has scored or in the A. I mean, this is the most amount of goals he's ever scored in the AHL is this season. Mostly he was more of an assist guy, but this is the first time he's ever had more goals than assists throughout a season. Here's the thing. I never have any ill will towards him, and I hope he excels and succeeds. That's all I can hope for Josh.
Me too. He was never given a chance here.
Brian P says, I like Beauvillier with Barzal if Wallstrom is on the right wing.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me either. Here's the thing, Beauvillier will shoot the puck, but the line lacks a true sniper. It does.
Beauvillier hustles and will go to the dirty area, but Beauvillier is not a top line guy.
No, he's not.
And then Gunna Sports Entertainment says, thumbs all the way up.
Way up. Thank you, Gunna.
Beast Gaming 12 says Sorokin doesn't look good. Yeah. Ooh. Joseph C says Shesterkin over Sorokin.
Maybe
this year, but that. I mean, Shesterkin's fantastic. I mean, you look at his numbers this season, he's up for Vezina, no doubt.
Yeah.
And he's the clear goalie.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, see, and that helps too. When you're playing one game on, one game off, come on.
Hard to build momentum, hard to build consistency.
Yeah.
And Sorokin's been fantastic for us. He's a very, very good netminder. He needs to be our main goalie going forward.
Yep.
Beast Gaming 12 says, hey, after we scored a goal. Paulo C said, TJ, we don't have first-line players except Barzal, so just putting young players with Barzal like Wallstrom and Beauvillier, those are the only two I see that should play with Barzal.
True. You know what the other guys can do? It's not good enough. Roll the dice with somebody else.
That honestly was probably the best shot I've seen out of Andersley in a while. The guy doesn't necessarily get oh my God, of course he's being interviewed. He doesn't really get a huge rep for having a fantastic shot. He usually stands in front of the net and he's the garbage man. That was the first shot from distance. And I mean, that was still pretty close. It was, I would say Grumpy, about like 15 foot from the net. And again, it was a good shot. 10, 15.
It wasn't 15, it was 10. But that's okay. I mean, it was still a nice shot on a beautiful pass. I mean, that's what Barzal does. He sets a guy up. If he had talent on the wings, that's what you'd see a lot more of.
He'd put up a lot more points.
That's not what Andersley. He does skating down the wing is not something. I just find it funny. He hasn't skated up and down the wing all year. He gets put on the second line. All of a sudden, seems like he's trying a little bit more. That's what happens when there's never any competition for spots.
That happens when complacency sets in.
That's right. That's exactly right.
We've been in the Eastern Conference Finals in back-to-back years. Yeah, I know that we're losing a few games, but I mean, that was a fantastic shot. There was no way in hell anybody's making that stop. Yeah. That's probably, and it wasn't even like a great shot. It was kind of a redirection and a push there forward.
Perfect spot, though.
A perfect spot by Andersley. Yeah. Warzone Senior Citizen says here, I want a lottery pick. Top 3 if possible. Playoff hopes are 0.02%.
No, they're higher than that. They are higher than that. I mean, but you have to have other teams ahead of you just collapse.
Yep.
And that's, how often does that happen?
Not very.
And particularly when you're talking, it's not like, okay, Buffalo is one of those playoff spot teams, or Detroit or Ottawa or Montreal. No, it's Boston and Washington.
Yep.
Those are the teams that are, that you're competing against.
Michael B. Grumpy says here, when did MSG start hiding shots on goal from their broadcast scorecard?
When we saw the other teams were out shooting us like 25-2.
Warzone Senior Citizen says, Noah Dobson and Andrew Ladd have more goals than number 2 overall, Capo Caco.
Yeah, but he's playing like on a bottom line, isn't he, for them? I mean,
tell
he's
you
another
what,
guy. He's a top 2 line player. And what's he, 19 years old, 20 years old? He's still young yet. I mean, and he's playing not in an offensive role. So they get a little, I mean, you got to be bad for more than just 1 year or 2 years at 20. I give you a little bit of rope there.
Yeah, 20 years old. But again, maybe is he ever going to be, like the number 2 overall player in that draft? Probably not. But I mean,
You don't know. He's only 2
here's the
years.
thing. If you're a guy who contributes, let's say in a full 82 game season, you're contributing 60 points. I think that's fine. For player production. I mean, obviously you want a guy drafted early to be more successful, but
If they played on this team, 60 points is like leading scorer on the team.
I was about to say that's up there with Matt Barzal. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Grump.
Yeah, I agreed.
Tony Cheese saying, when I last went to an Islanders game, they scored 3 goals. You can go to Chili's and say, I want some free chili. And they give you free chili. Oh, wow. Okay, that's what it is. So if the Islanders score 3 goals, you get some free chilies.
Well, people will be getting chili today.
Rich A says the Hartford Whalers was a good jersey.
I like that jersey too.
And then Tony Cheese saying, is Chili's 2 L's or 1? I don't know. I don't eat at Chili's or Wendy's. Nick D says here, I like to hear Grumpy's opinion on the Canucks' new assistant general manager.
Who is it? I heard. I breezed through it. I did not read the article, but I know they got a new assistant GM. You know what? I'll have to look it up, Nick D.
It's I can't pronounce his name. Oh, goodness.
Where'd he come from?
It's
it's a lady, isn't it?
Amelia Castonguay.
Yeah,
I'll pull it up. I think she's French, ? Just looking at the last name, I'll pull it up for you, Grumpy.
Yeah, I don't know what she's done, but I'm sure it has not been at the NHL level.
She's young, 37. All these teams go for these young individuals.
No.
She became the first female NHL PA certified agent in Canada in 2016.
How did that turn out for them previously when they hired a former agent as GM when Mike Gillis was there? I don't think that turned out real well either.
Hold on. She also hold on a second. I don't know.
Okay, she's done nothing.
I don't know. I'm going to say I don't know if she's a player agent or what she's done. But
Mike Gillis was a player agent and they hired him as a GM and that did not go well.
She's assistant GM.
It doesn't matter.
I was about to say, I don't know what she's done history-wise. This has just sprung up on us, so we'll have to do more research. Again, a lot of these teams go with young faces like that in general manager roles. You're seeing in the NFL.
Yeah, it's the first female in that position. So they're interested in optics in Vancouver. That's what I think about it.
Mike, okay, you have no idea what her track record is?
I'm going to say it's nothing. If she's been a player agent, she has no track record. She's a freaking player agent. Like I said, Mike Gillis.
She was a player agent in 2016. I don't know if she's just done that again. We have to wait until you actually do the research and know, Grump, before you make any rational judgment.
They would have said in the article what experience
I just glanced at it. I didn't have a chance to read the whole freaking article, Grump, so you're going to have to wait to actually read it before you can pass judgment.
I'm going to bet she's not been a GM anywhere if I'm betting.
Okay, usually don't go from GM to assistant GM. But, Grump, we got a lot of comments to get through. Michael B. says, the Hartford Whalers had a great jersey. Seattle's new AHL team, the Coachella Valley Firebirds, just released a pretty decent jersey. I'll see if I can get that pulled up too, Grump. Yeah. Tell me about the Hartford Whalers, Grump. What did you think of their jerseys?
They were okay. The blue and the green, they were okay. Better than the Hurricanes jerseys, that's for certain.
I think the Hurricanes have one of the most bland and generic jerseys there are. I'm not a big fan of this.
It looks like Firebird's restaurant.
I'm not a big fan of this. Yeah. Sorry. It looks like a crummy looking Phoenix.
I'll tell you what, it's better than the Kraken jersey.
I think the Kraken's jersey is better than this. This looks
like Kraken jersey's horrible.
No, dude, this Firebird looks like some cheap ass clip art. Absolutely not. I'd like the Seattle Kraken much better than this.
Really? Looks like my kid drew that.
Dude, look at this. Come on.
And there's no differentiation in the colors either. You ever seen the jersey? It's like the dark blue and the light blue, they all just kind of blend together. There's not even like a third color.
Do you know what this looks like, Grumpy? It looks like
Like
Okay,
a
I'm going to tell you. I don't want you to respond. I'm going to tell you what this looks like, Grump. Do you know what it looks like? It looks like when you go ahead and create, like you're creating a fantasy team or you're playing some sort of video game, like, hey, create an NHL franchise. This looks like one of the generic clip arts that they give you a chance to go ahead and use.
It's Coachella Valley. I mean, what are you expecting? What do you think they should invest millions of dollars in it?
No, I'm just saying it looks pretty bland. I like the Seattle Kraken's jersey
I
better
hate
than
the
this one.
Kraken's jersey. I hate it.
I'm not saying I like the jersey. I like the emblem better.
Ugh, I hate the emblem too.
The emblem's better than that Firebirds nonsense, grumpy old man. Tony Cheese saying, I know it's an Islanders podcast, but I saw some clickbait claiming that the Jets could be a landing spot for Aaron Rodgers.
He's not going there. No.
Joseph C saying the Golden Knights have a great jersey, in my opinion.
I don't like their jersey either.
I like the Golden Knights jersey. What? You don't like the Las Vegas?
Just a little helmet? No.
Okay. Fair enough, Grump. Rich A said Kreider would be a healthy scratch for Matt Martin on our team.
Agreed.
And then Nick D said the Canucks never use the Johnny Canuck logo. It's just another marketed logo. It's pretty good, but the Nucks colors suck. They should go back to the downward skate.
See, I like the downward skate.
The yellow and black like that.
I like that.
Johnny Canuck. I like Johnny
Canuck. I keep on telling you, Johnny Canuck's not a jersey they ever use.
They need to use that jersey.
But you said that's a jersey. People saying about jerseys, you say Johnny Canuck. Well, Johnny Canuck's not a jersey that they use. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I think you don't even listen to the questions. And I can tell by the way you read the comments.
Okay, they do have Johnny Canuck freaking jerseys. Grumpy
not that they wear. Not that they wear.
They might not wear them right now, but they used to wear this jersey.
Oh my God! Just go to the next comment.
We're talking about prior jerseys. Nick
D lives in Vancouver.
That was a jersey they used to wear, believe it or not, Grumpy. This was the jersey they used to wear. That was a Johnny.
Are they changing their jersey again? So the answer is no, because they never did.
This was the jersey. They sell it in a team store.
It's just something they throw out there. They never wear that jersey.
Oh my God! Maybe they don't anymore. They used to, Grumpy. They
never did.
And used to wear this jersey too. That color rush. Oh man, who doesn't love that? Who doesn't love that Johnny Canuck? Grumpy.
I'm not saying it, but it's not a jersey that they use.
Brian B says here, watch Colorado. That's really an excellent team to watch.
They are really good. They are really good. They need to get more balance. I still think they need some more sandpaper on their team. That's what I think their biggest need is right now, kind of like it was for Tampa for a number of years. That's one thing they need.
George P says he is in Tennessee this evening watching at a bar.
Oh, nice. Tennessee, nice area of the country.
Yep. Jeremy F says here, Winnipeg Jets retro white is sharp looking jersey. I like the Whalers jersey too.
Yeah, I like the Winnipeg Jets jersey. It's nice and clean. I like jerseys that are clean look to them.
I'm not sure. It just looks kind of bland.
With the rocket on it?
Yeah, the retro white with a rocket.
Like a jet. Okay.
I just think it kind of looks a little bland.
Okay.
I'll pop it up on screen.
Firebirds is too kitschy. This one's too bland.
I'm saying it's.
But I like the Johnny Canuck one. Yeah, I know they don't wear that jersey, but that's the one they have.
That's
not
the jersey.
That one. Not that.
That's the retro one, Grump.
Not the retro one. Not that retro.
Which retro are you thinking about then, Grumpy?
Oh.
These are the retro jerseys. These are the white retros.
All right. There's other jerseys. All right. Maybe. I don't know.
Ristolainen number 70 is bad. Yeah, I was about to say he does not look good.
Yeah.
And he makes Char look like a Norse candidate.
Any of those
far different minds, but he is bad. Joseph C saying the LA Kings have great jerseys too.
Absolutely. Sharp. They've always had that crown. Even the cheesy old crown was better. When they had the purple jersey with the crown, oh man, that was great. Look at some old Kings jerseys, man. They're fantastic.
See, you don't like that retro crown. I think the retro crown looks better than their current uniform. I think it looks more.
I said I like the retro crown with purple.
You said even though it looks cheesy. I said I think this is the best one.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little cheesy, but I mean, yeah, I love that one.
I need to go back.
All right, you're rolling through so freaking fast. I can't tell you. Go up, up, down. Go down then. I love. Okay,
He's saying,
all right, no, stop,
up.
stop. Okay, the one all the way on the left there, the one with the Kings across with those guy color scheme, man, that's great for a third jersey. That's fantastic.
I like the purple and yellow.
I do too. I absolutely love it,
especially as a third jersey.
Always liked it. And back in the olden days, whenever you watch an Islander game, it's like it was a treat watching those 11:00 at night games, watching the Kings. Well, because we always beat them, but their just uniforms look sharp as hell.
See,
Yeah,
I've
always liked their unis.
For certain, I like this, no doubt about it.
Even the black and silver are nice too.
Not as good as I like the purple and yellow, probably because I don't see it very often. I like the Minnesota North Stars. Who doesn't like the Minnesota North Stars? Maybe because it's retro.
I like the North Stars too.
Nick D saying Anders finally earning some money. Beast Gaming says, can we stop the Barry Trotz hates? Remember before him how terrible we were.
Well, he has brought stability to the lineup. That's for certain. He's really stable. So stable that it's, immovable.
Look, Grumpy.
I don't think we've ripped Barry Trotz tonight.
No, we haven't ripped Barry Trotz. The only thing I don't get, and Beast Gaming, I think you would agree, is Kiefer Bellows again, who's trying to earn himself a spot in the lineup. Now, 3 of the last 4 games he's played has played on the right wing. It's just not setting him up for success.
True.
So, as a guy who wants young guys to perform, there's no way in hell you're setting him up for success. There's no way he can perform. So, if I'm looking at it tonight, I have no problem at all. I mean, maybe Bailey on the first line I'm not a big fan of, but I'm not getting upset about it. But
I just don't understand.
It doesn't make sense.
I just don't understand how Bailey's just lack of doing anything on the ice just keeps on elevating to the first line. It's always been like that, though. Well, I figure, he can't hurt us up there. He plays a solid up and down game.
Different minds saying here. I see the Flyers are resting hard.
Who holds the Islanders record for most wins versus Philadelphia?
I don't know, Grumpy, but I'm reading a comment because we're trying to get through comments. So, okay, you couldn't have waited for 5 seconds to read that?
Well,
who holds the most wins, Grump? I couldn't tell you. But he's saying, I hate being the team that opponents play their backups against.
Well, you have to play better to get their starters. But I'll take it. I'd much rather play against the lesser goalie.
Brian P. says, agreed, Grump. Even though my woman and our friends are Philly, Philly, everything, they're so bad they can't even hate them anymore.
Yeah, when you're that bad, it's tough to hate them. It's like I was always a Giants fan, and the Cowboys, always hated the Cowboys, but when they're really, really bad, it's tough to hate them because they're so bad. You got to get nothing to get fired up about.
Yep, there's no expectations. Jeremy F. says, Yzerman, Sakic, Forsberg, Fedorov. Which one would you want on your team? These were some of my favorite players to watch while the Islanders were awful in the late 90s.
Man, I like Forsberg. I mean, if it was just one, probably Forsberg. They were all so different, though.
I was about to say that all their playing style was so different. I mean, maybe Yzerman and Sakic were somewhat
centers. Forsberg and Fedorov were wingers. I think Fedorov did play some center, but he was super fast, super creative, great offensive player who was solid defensively. Forsberg was like blood and guts, the antithesis of the Swedish player.
He was a physical Swedish player, though, too.
Yes. Joe Sakic was a great all-around player, not super talented as a skater. And then Yzerman just had super wheels, great offensive talent. So, I mean, you could do a lot worse than do a lot worse than any of those 4 guys.
Or Hall of Famers. Frank Hay said here, Flyers are pitiful, for certain they are. And by the way, second period puck drop has begun.
And they've actually had some offensive zone time, the Flyers.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have, Grumpy. Tony Cheese saying Bailey's mom divorced his dad because she had to go back to her maiden name. She had to go back to her maiden name. Oh, God.
That's too bad.
Frank Hay saying goals like the one Sorokin gave up is because Youth Killer has a boner for flip-flopping goalies, and it kills the rhythm one may have.
True.
Are the Islanders, what's the call here?
I don't know. Let's see. Offsides? Maybe offsides. I don't know.
Oh, my God. Nice save by Sorokin. Yep. Oh, he hit it down.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Skull. Flyers. Don't they even know that? Only the Flyers know you can't hit the puck with your hand.
Floss, what the hell? What the hell, man? God Almighty, he should be smarter than that. So they're taking it out of. Why did you just keep your hand on your stick and try to bat at it with your stick? Instead, you swat at it with your hand to go.
Yeah, you get your hands and you try to, wait till it crosses the crossbar and then take a little swipe at it. But hitting it in with your glove, that's never going to work. Sorry.
Kanye the Great says Fedorov, for me, he was awesome. He would even play defense from time to time. The Red Wings Avalanche rivalry was the best I've seen.
That was a really tough rivalry, without a doubt.
Jeremy F saying Shesterkin looks better than Sorokin, but does Shesterkin have two defensemen with a combined age over Lou Lamoriello in front of him?
No,
that is true. Talking about Char and Andy Green.
You add those twos up, they could be Lamoriello's dad.
No, they're still younger than Lamoriello. But the second period, it's early yet. The Flyers have looked a little bit more awake and attentive. The first period, the Islanders took the action to the Flyers. I think they beat them every loose puck, and now it looks a little different. Looks like the Islanders are a little bit back on their heels to start the period.
Typical second period, though, right? I mean, it's like, come on.
We look dominant the first period.
Yes, totally dominant.
And they look like they're, oh my God, Char just gets skated around, no issue. And allows for an open shot there in a slot. I mean, Char is just too damn slow.
As long as we don't lose to the Flyers, that's all that really matters today.
I still think, even though they look kind of better, they have much more jump to start the second period, no doubt.
Yeah, they do. Even Meow must have read them the riot act at the end of the first. Had to.
What type of riot act can you have when you've lost 12 games in a row? I'm not sure reading the riot act does all that much. But the Islanders' first time having a little bit of zone pressure. Holy shit! Zdeno Chara going down low. I thought he almost put that over Martin Jones' shoulder.
So did I.
For a freaking hell of a snapshot.
We can beat them on the short side. That's for certain.
Oh, man.
They don't even look like they can skate the Flyers.
Matt Barzal steals the puck away, but then slips on the ice surface in center ice, and he turns the puck back over to the Flyers.
Did James Van Riemsdyk re-sign with the Flyers for a long term? I mean, I question anybody who signed with them. I know they say that Johnny Gaudreau wants to go there, but, man, you have to be re-examining that, don't you?
They're miserable. I think I think he should go somewhere else if he's smart there. But, I mean, no, James Van Riemsdyk only has
turnover.
1 year left on his deal after this year.
Matt Martin took the shot, though, so you know what that means.
This has not been a very physical game, by the way, either. Against Toronto, it was much more of a playoff style atmosphere. Even though we came out the losers, it was a much more physical game. This game hasn't been very physical so far, Grump.
No.
We've got Eddie saying that first goal that Ilya gave up was inexcusable for certain.
True.
I don't know how the hell you give that goal up.
That's a weakie.
It's a weakie for certain.
Get beat short side somehow, kicking in your own net. Can't let that happen.
Wow. Martin Jones had a tough time corralling that shot that was almost from beyond the blue line.
He looks like me in goal. Just not very good.
The BK Italian kid says the Rags and the Islanders are perfect trade partners. They need scores, or we need scores. They need defensemen. Kako for Mayfield.
They're not giving up on Kako.
It's 20 years old.
Just not happening. They're not giving up on him. It'd be stupid to give up on him now.
Brian P says, not us, TJ. The Islanders go for nothing young, LOL. And then Tony Cheese saying, look up the Ottawa Senators 1927, best jersey ever.
That's what I was going to say. What the heck was the name of their team? The team that won the first Stanley Cup. Uh-oh. Is this going to be Barry's like, yep, it's going to be a penalty on Philadelphia. To the box.
Well, the Islanders' second power play is on the way. Ugh, Tony Cheese, this looks awful, dude. Ugh, this is bad.
It's like from they didn't even have logos back then. They barely had letters.
What's going to be the call? Oh, what's going to be the call here?
Oh, it's the same guy. What the heck?
Oh, are they saying it's delayed game?
Yeah, that McEwen guy. He was out of the zone, though, wasn't he?
I thought so as well.
Okay, I guess.
But they're going to give him delay a game penalty.
Yeah. I thought it was only if you were, in your defensive zone and did that.
There's the Ottawa Senators, Grump, if you look down for 3 seconds.
Yeah,
but the Islanders are on a power play here.
Yeah, not so good.
Yeah. Let's see if we can finally get the power play going in the right direction. We have struggled mightily again. And Jesus. Turn the puck over. 30 seconds already off of the power play. No zone time. No shots on that.
I'm
Yikes.
not worried.
I'm not worried about the game. I'm just saying the power play's lack of success is disturbing when it had been playing well. I'm just saying.
Anders Lee, why is he not going after that puck?
It's Matt Barzal having a fight for the puck.
Yeah, but Anders Lee could have pinched down as opposed to just backing up. Pretend like you want to win the game.
About a minute left remaining for the Islanders power play. Barely been able to establish any zone time. Matt Barzal gets
what a play.
A slap shot from Brock Nelson goes just above and wide, Grump. Just misses the net.
Beautiful setup by Barzal, though.
Yeah, it was. Matt Barzal skating around. Noah Dobson makes the pass here.
The outside
Zach
of the net.
Parise, who hits the outside of the net.
Does what he does best, miss the goal.
Absolutely. Here we go. Matt Barzal buries it, giving the Islanders a 3-2 lead over the Flyers.
That was nice movement on that power play. Really nice movement.
Dobson makes the pass down low to Zach Parise, who finds Matt Barzal, who puts it top shelf up in the toy department, grumpy old man.
Yeah. I mean, that was nice movement on the power play. You can always tell if they're moving it back and forth. It's okay, let's see who was not involved with the play. Number 12 was not involved with the play.
Wow. At number 20. What the? Or is that Ristolainen again?
Tell you what,
is that Ristolainen again? Jesus Christ. Ristolainen not marking his man. It goes between his skates to Matt Barzal. He turns around, falls down. Matt Barzal has enough time to aim the shot, puts it top shelf.
2 points for Barzal tonight.
Yes. Yes, Grumpy.
And nice pass by Parise.
Good pass by Parise. Absolutely. Yep. 8th goal in the season for Matt Barzal. Let's see here. I mean, you gotta be now. You got the lead. I think again, this game is the Islanders to lose. That's for certain.
They're not losing to Philadelphia. Philadelphia's terrible. You know what? I know they will eventually win a game, but I mean, at Vegas, what are the odds of them winning a game the rest of the season?
I'd take those bets. I'd take a bet on them winning a game the rest of the year.
And Bailey did not get an assist on that. It was Nelson.
That was from earlier. These comments are from earlier when you were opining for a long time in the end of the first emission. These are still earlier comments. I was trying to get you on topic before you started.
Okay, I realized that. I forgot it was my fault.
Oh, hold on. Was Oliver Wahlstrom slashed right
on the hand? Looked like to me. No call.
I was gonna say I saw him waving his hand over there. I mean, I'm not a fan of those calls, but it is the going rate now.
Well, a slash is one thing. The little tug is something totally different.
Ooh. Okay.
I think
good job in Mayfield covering space.
I think the Flyers are slower than we are with team speed.
I'm not sure about that.
They're pretty slow.
Well, we've got a 3-2 lead at the moment. Tony Chi is saying here, the new team names are like the ones that have to make up an entire league to make a sports movie. Yeah, they're all long. Yeah. The Coachella Valley, Phoenixes, whatever the hell it is. Kanye the Giant saying the Blackhawks jerseys are iconic. I hope there isn't a push to change them.
Yeah, same thing here.
Nick D says, TJ, you're wrong. They never used Johnny Canuck. It was just another scam jersey for kids to waste their money on. Grump is right.
Thank you.
Hey, I like it. I hope they do it.
Okay. Like I said, but it's not a jersey that they use.
Brian P says, TJ, do you like the Flying V Canuck jersey from the 80s? It's okay. I'm not a big fan of the 80 jerseys. The yellow and black color scheme was not something I was usually into. Jerben says here, okay, boys, I'm late to the party. What are the lines and who is scratched? They put Bellows on the second line on right wing again. Wahlstrom back in the lineup on the right wing on the third line. Ross Johnson still riding the pine. Matt Martin still in the lineup. That's pretty much all you're missing. Nothing else.
First line is Barzal, Beauvillier, and Bailey. Anders Lee's playing on the second line with Nelson and Bellows.
Jerben saying, by the way, boys, sorry if I got carried away with the bombastic, insane questions last podcast. I just enjoy messing around with you guys. I was enjoying Grumpy's reaction, but I could tell he was exhausted. Yeah, Grumpy's exhausted.
Well, yeah, that's right, because we did 6.5 hours of podcasting that day.
John P says, hello, fellas. I love the old Long Island Ducks uniforms.
Long Island Ducks uniform. I remember them. I remember going to see them at the Comac Arena, the Long Island Ducks. Back in the 1970s, late 60s, early 70s.
Ooh, oh my God. What? Crump, you and I have way different tastes in jerseys. God.
Let's see the jersey. Put it up.
It's going to take
Put it
me
up.
a second.
Oh, it's got to take you to put it up. Put it up.
Jeez.
It's like a piece of charcoal.
Talking about this one?
I don't even know
Island
what they look
Ducks.
like.
Was
I
that
don't even know what they look like.
the Long Island
Oh,
Ducks?
yeah, there it is right there. Yeah, with the little duck there. Looks like Donald Duck in New Jersey.
No, I don't know. Maybe you just have some nostalgia for it. I'm not a big fan.
That's probably it.
Jared Ben said, incredible goal by average. 2 boys. You can't deny that, gentlemen, right? And Noah Dobson is our best defenseman by a country mile. He's our you talk about a guy who has a chance to be the real complete package. He has a chance to be way better offensively than Ryan Pulock can ever dream of.
He's already better than Ryan Pulock. Ryan Pulock is not a great offensive defenseman. Actually, he and Pellick are actually better suited to be a second pair. Were the defensive shutdown guys.
Wallstrom apparently had that giveaway. People are wondering, are they going to bench him? Is Barry going to bench him? Jared Ben saying here, TJ Grump, if Kanye West and Drake were running against each other for president and there were only 2 options, who would you vote for?
Wow.
I couldn't even tell you what their policies are.
I'd go with Kanye West. He's got 2 names. I'll take
it. Drake has 2 names too. I don't know Drake's real name. I don't know Drake's last name. Drake did have that weird obsession with Millie Bobby Brown, who's like a kid, so maybe not Drake.
Well, we don't want that.
I was about to say, I don't want that is right. John M. saying, good evening, gentlemen.
That's a bad thing.
Number 1, War Eagle for certain. First time
ever
history.
It's a college basketball number 1. Good for them.
John M. saying, I love the fans chanting Wally in the first. F you, Trots.
Yeah, everyone knows it. It's just Barry.
Paulo C says, Grumpy, what about the Kansas City Scouts in the California Golden Seals jersey? I'm asking you in case it's too old and Stone Age for TJ.
Yeah, I didn't like the Scouts jersey, but I did like the California Golden Seals. Charlie Finley owned that team, and he had them paint their skates white, but the things were so heavy, keep on putting new paint coats of paint on there, that the guys couldn't skate in them. But yeah, I like the California Golden Seals.
All for appeal, I guess.
Yeah.
The color scheme looks nice. Ugh. Oh no, dude, that looks like the old Chargers jersey.
I'm sorry, it's not the Chargers; they're different colors. But I like the Seals and I like their jersey.
I
like whatever you want.
Like this. Oh Jesus Christ! Josh Bailey with a little drop pass to Matty B. Matty B might have a little bit of a chance. Oh, he turns over the puck. It's taken away, strip from him. But Robin Salo recovers. Grump.
Now let's say Matty B would have taken that puck, fought off 3 flyers, did a loop-de-loop around the circle, score, and get a goal, and Bailey gets the first assist. Would you say that Josh Bailey created that play? The answer is no.
No.
What's going on?
Oh, we're going to the box, I think.
Not us.
No, okay, never mind. Okay. I didn't know if we were going to the box. Okay, fair enough. Puck drop going to be outside the Islanders zone. Jared Bain saying, boys, Josh Hosang is on the Canadian Olympic team. So is Eric Stahl and Owen Power. I'm surprised Patrick Marleau isn't even thought. Isn't even though he's in his mid 40s. Actually, I'm surprised he's not on our team. Patrick Marleau.
Very good. But one thing about it, it'll be nice to see some other players, particularly Josh Hosang's other guys in the minors, get a shot to see and produce on the big stage, and maybe it helps jettison their career into a full-time position. Put a little jet pack on the back, boom, make them go up.
John M. there saying Islanders are going to net more tonight. Yeah, I was about to say they're going to score. I feel like the Islanders are winning this game 5-2, maybe 5-3. This is a game I'd be shocked if they lost.
Here's the thing: the Flyers give no resistance going to the net. None.
Want You to Sigh says we're still talking about Oliver Wahlstrom's giveaway, meaning that AJ Butch and Brendan were talking about Oliver Wahlstrom's giveaway. Jesus Christ.
They can't help themselves.
Did they talk about Adam Pellick losing the puck and a weird bounce off of Sorokin's foot? I mean, I don't know. They have certain people they love to talk shit about, and Oliver Wahlstrom, unfortunately, is one of them.
That's the way it used to be about Matt Barzell. They do it over and over and over again for
Same way
game
about
after
Noah
game.
Dobson. Same way about Noah Dobson until
That's
he
right.
starts scoring, leading the defense in scoring and leading the defense in points. And they're like, well, we can't talk poorly about Noah Dobson. They were even doing that this year.
They get their talking points from the team. This is what I want. This is what we want you to focus on. That's what it's all about. I mean, to think that they don't get their running orders from Barry and Lou is just ridiculous. They're told what they can talk about, what they can't.
Kanye the Giant says Palmieri needs to see a sports psychologist to learn how to play without a beard. Well, if he has a production like he did in the playoffs, that make me plenty happy.
Josh Bailey needs to talk to a sports psychologist to
Ooh.
learn how to play with a stick.
Did you see Casey Zizekas when he skated down low with the puck? He did the same exact thing Mayfield did. He threw that puck towards the center of the net, and he was hoping there for a redirection into the net. I've seen a lot of that, like where for players a little less skilled, throw the puck towards the center, and hopefully it gets redirected off ice or off net pass, and hopefully gets redirected in or takes a funny bounce, and we score a goal.
You can do that with a team that plays no defense like the Flyers. You really can. Against good teams, that shit don't work.
I don't know. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Things happen.
Because they're better defensively. They don't let guys wide open in front of the net. They just don't. Good teams don't do that.
Well,
crappy teams like Mike Meow's teams, that's what they do.
We haven't scored a goal like that yet today, Grump, because they have been covered, but it's about creating opportunities and chances. That's what it's about, Grump. No?
Okay. Like I said, it's because Philadelphia plays absolutely no defense. That they're even positioned for that.
Jerben says, okay, boys, Islanders power play. Time to take a bathroom break. We all know no goals will be scored. How wrong. Gotcha. And then Peter S. saying, which original 6 team had the best jersey, Grump?
See, I like the Rangers jersey when I don't know if it was an original one, but they used to have the white jersey with the Rangers and diagonal down the front. Montreal's always had a sharp jersey. Toronto's jersey plain, simple, but also good. I mean, all those original jerseys. Oh, wait, Chicago. It's got to be Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good, Grump. My God. Martin Jones
looks
out of sorts.
He looks lost out there.
He does look out of sorts. Sorry, I haven't been talking too much about the game. I mean, this game has been the Islanders have looked dominant. There is no two ways about it. Kiefer Bellows fighting off 2 Flyers down low, gets the puck over here to Anthony Beauvillier, slap shot from the point.
Looks like we changed up the line combination. See Beauvillier out there with Nelson and Bellows.
We already put Anders Lee back on the first line.
I'm sure. No risk of him spending too much time off the first line.
He did score a goal, so now time to cement him on the first line again.
Him and Bailey. Ugh.
Mm.
Oh, there's Anders. Maybe he's playing defense now.
Who's to say if anybody else wasn't in that same situation?
Bailey's out there with Barzell.
Jesus Christ, buddy.
He's back on the first line.
Thanks. I'm trying to get a point out, Grump, and you just keep talking because you're just staring at the TV. I was just saying, who's to say if anybody else was in Anders Lee's situation, he wouldn't have netted that same exact shot. It was a good shot, but I mean, Anders Lee had quite some time on that opportunity.
Yeah, to me, Barzell needed to take that shot. He passed off. He needed to take that shot.
Robin Salo got walked around right there. Not a good job by Robin Salo, Grump.
No. Well, he's not great defensively yet. That Barzell don't like getting shoved. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, my God. Pellick makes a bad pinch, but a good job back checking there by Anders Lee. Okay, you're also there from Kanye the Great saying, do the Flyers even have a coach? Looks like a bunch of guys meeting up for a pickup game.
That's what it looks like.
It
looks like a bunch of seniors in the C League.
Tony Shee saying, I didn't realize how bad Philly was until I saw that puck movement by the Islanders on the power play.
Yeah, wow.
Was that not a cross check? Yeah, here it is.
He's getting it. I mean, he got trucked. Parisi got trucked from behind. Wallstrom, it looks like the Flyer guy's apologizing for sticking him up high.
I was about to say he broke his stick on that cross check.
Yeah, there's a little blood action there on Wallstrom. Hey, that should be at least 4 minutes for one, and then 2 minutes on the cross check on Parisi. You got to call both penalties, in my opinion.
Yep, you see, man, Oliver Wallstrom is bleeding.
Now it was incidental. because you saw the Flyer guy apologizing.
Well, Oliver Wahlstrom was one who was boarded, so it doesn't matter if it's incidental or not.
Well, Parise got wiped out along the boards too.
Oh, yeah, I'm just saying Oliver Wahlstrom was the original calls Oliver Wahlstrom on boarding. So take that for what it is, Grumpy. That's what it just popped up there on the score sheet is Oliver Wahlstrom was boarded. But moving right along there, Jerben saying it would be cool if Philly beat the Sabres record for most NHL games lost in a row last year.
Man, they got a long way to go to meet that streak.
Meatball Parm saying, good evening. What's up, Meatball Parm? Jerben saying, Tony Cheese, what kind of cheese is your last name? Pepper Jack. And then Tony Cheese saying, isn't the word Canuck like a way for Americans to try to insult Canadians?
It's like a slang term for Canadian.
Canuck. Meatball Parm saying, Wahlstrom just lost the puck in the offensive zone. To Siberia he goes. See you in 2 weeks. Send Wally to the moon. That will set an example for the rest of the team. Kanye there, the Giants saying TJ won't get it, but Grumpy has been like Morpheus feeding us red pills about this team for the last couple of years.
That's right.
That's right. I won't get it.
It's from the Matrix.
I know. It's from the Matrix.
The red or the blue pill. The blue pill, you can live in ignorant bliss the rest of your life. The red pill, we try to awaken you to what's really going on. You look outside. See, now here it is. This is on Parise right here, and he gets steamrolled right here. See, that's what I'm talking about.
He gets steamrolled now. Watch Wallstrom. Wallstrom's the one who gets boarded.
But I'm saying they both should have got
Oh, no, he gets a high stick.
So again, I know what I'm talking about. You keep on talking your shit, but I watch the games. See, I told you exactly what happened. I said Parise got boarded, and the Fly guy apologized for sticking Wallstrom.
Is this not how is it not a 5-on-3?
That's what I said it should have been. But you don't pay any attention to what I say. As
what the hell? They completely avoided. They completely just ignore. It's only a 2-minute penalty as well. Only a 2 minutes.
Maybe they just called the boarding and they didn't call the high stick.
What the fuck? How do you not call the high stick?
I don't know. You thought that Wallstrom was boarded. I'm like, no.
Okay.
Wrong, Grumpy. So stupid. This is what got flashed up. You know what? I don't care what's flashed up. I care what my eyes see. That's
okay. That doesn't matter what was actually called on the ice, Grump. It should matter more what was not called on the ice than you complaining about how I was wrong with who I thought got boarded or not.
You're too busy being a millennial looking at your little. That's
what it says. Busy staring at the damn TV screen even during commercials. Like, oh,
that's what it said. Nope, I know what I saw. Wrong. It's boarding. No, it was boarding on Wallstrom. That's what it said. I'm like, no, that's not what happened. That's what it said. Look, that's what you do. But you bring your little phone up. Look, that's what it said. I watched the game. I know what I see, and I was right, and you were wrong.
Holy shit. Oh, man. The Islanders power play 1 minute in. No shots or opportunities so far for the Honest. Holy crap. Might be a little short-handed opportunity by the Flyers. Shot goes wide.
Don't worry. It was Russellani taking the shot.
Oh, Russellani. Oh, man. And then, Jerben says, Grumpy, are you aware that Suffolk County is a bunch of hillbillies playing on a banjo on their porch, chewing tobacco with one boot and with a one boot in a hole with it, with a big toe sticking out of it, high on meth?
Of course I do. That's where I'm from.
There's only 28 seconds left on the power play. This power play has looked more like the first one we saw. Not a lot of movement. Could barely.
Well, no Matt Barzell on it either. Dobson will take a shot.
Oh,
he hits Parise.
Oh man. Ooh. Parise, hopefully.
Get up, Parise. Suck it up, Weasel.
He says he's okay. He's going to the bench.
Yeah, he's fine. Look, he's happy. He's like, I don't care. I'm a player again. In Minnesota, I was a healthy scratch. Here, I play all the time, 40 minutes a game.
John P saying, no one, know the one I posted in your messenger. Okay, let me check this one up. I'll pull this up here. Look at that, though. Oh, I think it hit him in the ear. Ear ringing, bro.
Jumped in the air. He went down pretty quick. Deflected. It deflected up off the Philadelphia Flyer. Oh, it hit him in the side of the head. No loss there.
Hit him in the ear. Grumpy, look with your eyes. Suckle. Let's see if I can get that pulled for us.
Average. Doesn't even, always got his head down. Head's never up.
Well, it looks like this period, I mean, like right now, it's still a 3-2 lead. Looks like this power play, I'm sorry, looks to be just about over.
Yeah. If you're Philadelphia, what are you saying? When you go to practice every day.
Real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Look at this. You saw Anders Lee try with that one-time pass attempt there to Brock Nelson for the net. I've been noticing a lot of that, how we're trying to generate shots.
It's because they don't have anyone playing any defense. When do we ever get free chances in front of the net? Ever.
Not
Never.
often,
Other teams play defense. The Flyers play no defense. No defense. It's like just like a bunch of guys out there. No defense. They're terrible.
Well, that's what we're trying to institute. I'll be interested to see if that continues the same way going forward or if not.
Well, if we play shitty teams like Philadelphia, yes. You play a good team, no, it won't work. Matt Martin finally got one on net tonight. Easy save by Jones.
Martin's had a few chances tonight. Hasn't looked great, but he's had a few chances.
First time he put one on net.
Yeah,
hit me in the head. No loss there. Not in the year, like I said, in the head. Yeah, there you go. There's old duck. See?
That's
That's
a duck.
pretty
That's
neat. That's pretty cool, no?
That's not a bad looking duck. Okay, that's not bad looking.
I told you, it's pretty cool.
It's not bad looking.
Yeah, man. John Brophy was a player manager there.
Greg Frost. Drake is Canadian. Can't. That's right. Okay.
If he's Canadian, you have to be.
You can't even. Yeah,
you have to be an American citizen.
Yeah, we got to be born in the United States.
Or born
Drake's
in the
real
United
name
States.
is Aubrey Grant. What? No way. He played a character on a teenage themed show. Show Degrassi before
Degrassi High. It's a Canadian TV show.
Sorry, I'm not familiar with Canadian TV shows, Grump. Me. Oh, God almighty. Tony Cheese says, my last name is Giro Formaggio. Formaggio translates to cheese. Oh, God. There it is. There's the explanation behind the Tony Cheese lore.
Maybe
JG says, how about the Colorado Rockies logo?
In baseball? I kind of like it.
I'm about to say, not bad. Paulo C says here, the Cleveland Barons just lasted a few years.
Yeah, they were bad. That's where the California Golden Seals went. Then they disbanded, and the players went to Minnesota and somebody else. I think they split the players up.
I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, Grump.
What a shock. Looks like Barry's benching to light a fire backfired with Wahlstrom. Looks like he's gripping the stick tight tonight. That's not surprising. That's the way it is with all the younger players. When you have a leash that's short with younger guys, they're not going to play their game. They're so afraid of making a mistake that they don't play their game because they know they're going to get benched. So what does that lead to? It leads to more mistakes because you're not playing free and you're not doing what you do best. And then Barry has his out. Well, yeah, he's a goal scorer, but he's not scoring. So, he's going to sit and we'll find some other ham and egger to put in there. All I know is when Lane Lambert was coach, the younger players were the best guys on the ice, and we were winning games. They were the best guys on the ice. So as soon as Barry comes back, none of them, and I mean none of them have performed. And I totally blame Barry Trotz for that. TJ doesn't, but I do. I mean, I just think it's so obvious. It's unfortunate. But the Islanders are really carrying play here again. Philadelphia, well, they had a chance for a 4-on-2, but, being the Flyers, that just imploded real quick. They're terrible. I mean, I know they fired Vigneault, but how long do you keep Meow on this team?
Did you see that freaking shot by Oliver Wahlstrom?
Yep. Huge save. By Martin Jones.
I mean, it was a fantastic shot. Yep. He's looked fantastic today, Oliver Wahlstrom. He had the turnover, but he's looked really engaged.
Yeah, he's looked engaged, but, we'll see.
What does that mean? We'll see. 3 minutes remaining here in the second period. The Islanders still have a 3-2 lead over the Philadelphia Flyers. And it looks like we've seen the same line. The first line is going back to Anders Lee, Matt Barzal, and Josh Bailey.
What a shock. Can't wait to put those useless pieces of shit. They're probably just trying to fatten up their stats, courtesy of Matt Barzal.
That was a good shot by Anders Lee today, right?
Okay. He's paid $7 million a year. He's had one good shot the whole year. And you're just, okay, great. He's in the Josh Bailey fan club. That's the way they talk. One shot. Okay, that's good for another 20 games. he made one play. He paid $7 million a year.
Yeah, John M saying, I know it is the winless in 12-game Flyers, and they played last night, but this is a better lineup and a team looks better. I forgot the Flyers played last night too.
It doesn't matter. They suck.
Yikes! I mean, they're bad. They're one of the worst teams in the NHL, no doubt about it.
Right now, they might be the worst team in the NHL.
Jerben says the media cartel has a gun to the announcer's head to talk shit about Wahlstrom and the young guys. Okay, boys, we have eyes.
Well, they're hoping that you don't. And if you listen to it, that's what the media likes to do. You can see something, but if they talk enough about it and just keep on repeating it, you'll eventually believe it. That's their mindset.
Adam Barzal said, I love the Islanders, and we need to be in the wild card. We have not been this bad since 2000.
Oh, I disagree with that.
Jerben says, is Palmieri a healthy scratch, boys? No, he's still recovering, so not a healthy scratch. And then Tony Cheese saying, I'm going to change my name to Zdeno Bailey. Oh, God. Different Mind saying, did Grumpy call the Flyers head coach Mike Meow? Yes, he calls him it all the time. Jesus Christ. It drives me nuts.
People like it, though. It might drive you nuts, but people like it. If you knew anything about comedy or humor or anything, you'd realize that's funny because they played like freaking pussycats. So they're led by Mike Meow.
Almighty, when you go meow
and meow, meow. There you go.
God.
Look at this. Look at the Flyers.
We have dominated the Flyers this period. I think we've outshot them something like 12-3. We've dominated the Flyers.
They're hideous.
We've dominated them both periods.
Yes.
Flyers look like they just pitched up the tent and said the season's over.
We were down 2-0. And did it even feel like there was even a chance we were going to lose?
Not a chance.
Not to me, it didn't.
Nope. Want you to decide his first line's back together. Yep. But JG says here, like the Bruins as the original 6.
Nah, not me.
Tony Cheese saying the Islanders are the only team that could completely dominate and be up 3-2. Oh, good gracious.
It's like a shooting gallery on Jones right now.
And then Jared Ben says, Jones is historically an awful goalie. That's why San Jose never won a cup back in the day. They have a sick roster, star players, deep playoff runs, no goaltending.
True.
Nice check by Casey Cizikas. Clean hit there, too. Adam Barzal says, how long is Barzal signed for? He's one more year, and then he's a restricted free agent. Jared Ben says, how is he still an NHL netminder? His career should go to the shitter, just like Corey Schneider's. Mm-hmm.
He probably took a cheap deal, and he's better than Corey Schneider.
Yeah, he's better than Corey Schneider at this point. The Islanders do not protect Wahlstrom on that. Talking about that, I guess the stick to the face.
Yeah, but the stick was totally accidental, and the guy went right over to him and apologized. That's how I knew it was not intentional. And now here's the thing, though. You are responsible for your stick.
Yeah, I was about to say, you got to control your stick, man. I don't care what they.
Oh, that was close. Oh, look at Jones. He's terrible.
Jones is bad. The Flyers are bad. Nick D says, that's right. Oh, he also said, or Parise. Nick D says, that's right, Grumpy. Canuck is slang for Canadian. In my heart, I'm an Islander.
Yep.
Wally looks like his tooth got knocked loose big time. I thought he lost a little, chipped his tooth or something.
I don't know.
Sal B, look at this man. Look at Sal P looking all snazzy with his Matty and the Jag shirt, which you can find on the Islanders Never Say Die merchandise store. That's in the link in the description below. He says, hey guys, the boys are looking a lot better tonight. That's because Philly is just that bad. Gotta love the production from Dobson.
Yep, but he's still not playing anywhere near how good he was playing when Lane Lambert was coaching.
Grumpy, I like the little shirt there, Grumpy. I like your shirt there too.
That's why I opened up the hoodie a little bit.
Ah, is that why? Well, Grumpy, do you know what time it is?
It's ad time.
That is right, Grumpy. It's ad time. Today's podcast live stream is brought to you by Draftkings. 4 teams remain in the NFL playoffs, and that means only 4 teams left for you to bet on at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Counting down to Super Bowl 56, new customers and get 56-1 odds on any team. Bet just $500. Bet just $5 and get $280 in free bets if your team wins. Not a new customer? You can experience the conference championship with the same game parlays. Combine multiple bets from the same game for a bigger payout. With the more legs you add, the more money you can win. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use the promo code THPN and get 56 to 1 odds on any NFL team. Bet just $5 and win $280 in free bets if your team wins. That's promo code THPN for 56 to 1 odds at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. You must be 21 years or older in New Jersey, Indiana, or Pennsylvania only. New customers only. A minimum of $5 deposit and a $1 wagers required. One per customer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for full details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Very good.
Mm-hmm. Jared Ben saying that was freaking BS. Should have been a 5-on-3 for sure. Absolutely. John P saying, you guys kill me. LOL. That's when you go. Blah, 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 blah. How are you doing that, Grumpy?
Because you're just so dismissive of what I see out there. It's like you don't even care that I'm right, or you're too busy reading your little phone, playing your little videos on your little phone over there. That's why I watch the game. Then you yell at me for watching the game of all things.
Oh,
like,
during
all you do is sitting there looking at the game.
During commercials, you're glued to the screen. I'm just like,
how do you think I watch the game? I don't watch a game off my freaking phone. I watch a freaking TV that has, so I can see everything. You look up. I don't even know how you can see shit off of there. Like, how can you see anything off of there? How can you make any decisions on anything that goes on? You just look, oh, look, it popped up a penalty. That's all you know.
That's how I watch the game, man. It's always on my phone. Ridiculous. All I'm saying is, dude, when we're at commercial break, I want your damn attention, Grumpy. Different Mind says, does Grumpy... Oh, I'm sorry. Tony Chi says, well, the guy did apologize. Maybe that's why they didn't call the high sticking. He felt contrite. He was sorry.
Like I said, still, it should have been 4 minutes, like I said, for the high stick. Not a cross-check on Wallstrom, because he wasn't cross-checked, by the way. But... the guy apologized.
Really?
That's how you knew it wasn't intentional. That's how you knew that it wasn't intentional. Keith Yandel licking the ice. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Yeah, Zdeno, hey, congrats. Maybe you're old as shit like me. You'll be the next Islander defenseman next year. But Z's a really nice guy, though. He is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Class guy. Class act all the way.
I got Billy Jaffe. Oh.
Billy Jaffe was – I loved when Billy Jaffe was the color commentator. He was a little bit too real for the Islanders, though. He didn't toe the company line. They knew Butch would.
No, listen to this. This was sent to us by Eve L. And I'll let you listen to it, Grump.
I did call Gar Snow myself, probably a month later. I don't know, maybe even a month and a half. Just like, okay, it's done. What's up? Didn't answer the call and didn't call me back. So listen, I don't know exactly what happened. I have obviously people there didn't like me. I'm a big boy. I can handle that. I'm sure my style didn't always make me they weren't maybe always enamored with me. Maybe it was, on off the air. I said to them, did I say something? Did I do something that that offended you? Did I, whatever, tell me. And if I did, I'll tell you, yeah, I did it. I'm sorry, but I still don't know specifically. I have my ideas, but when it's all said and done, I'm not a big believer in fate, but I kind of think like I'm in a great place. And so maybe it was, I want to say it was meant to be, because, who likes to go through shit? Like nobody does, but it worked out. The island was an awesome place for me. Being involved with Nesson and the Bruins right now is an awesome place for me. And I hope that it made me a better broadcaster. And, I definitely, it did cause me to have my guard up for a while. I'll be honest about that, because, I'm a believer in if I screw up, tell me I screwed up. And then I would move on as a big boy. Okay. But listen, man, not everybody's always going to like everybody in this business, especially.
What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, they didn't like him. I feel they didn't like him because he was a little bit too real.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they hired Butch. Why?
They
because
refused to approve. He was trying to get a 3-year contract. They refused to approve it when it originally happened.
Yeah, I think they didn't like. He was a little too real. He told it like it was, and as a hometown announcer, they don't like that. Butch is perfect for them. Perfect.
Yep. Yeah.
Now, don't blame me why you don't get through the comments now, since you went and showed a big long clip there.
Okay. Different Mind says, does Grump know any Gen Zers? What even is a Gen
What
Z?
is Gen Z? I don't know what that is.
There's Gen X, Gen Z, millennials, and a whole bunch of damn age.
Probably some young punk. Yeah, I know a lot of young.
What's your impression of a Gen Z, Grump?
Probably a loser.
No, do an impression. You know, you're going, blah, blah, blah. Oh, they want you to do an impression of what a Gen Z.
This is it. Oh, person sitting right next to you. If I had a picture, somebody sitting right next to me. Oh, that's so cute. And they text me back. They're afraid to actually talk to one another. It's like, how about looking at someone? Hey, how you doing? Or how about touching? I can touch you. Nope. Oh, let me swipe left, swipe right. Yeah, I know you're sitting right next to me. I know we're boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever you are. But, hey, for this to work, we're going to do a little swipies left and right. No. I mean, I don't know. We used to pick up girls in a different way back then. That's all I'm saying. We didn't have our little phones and our little swipies or anything like that. You actually had to have conversations with people and talk to them. How else do you know if you not like somebody? Then I see these kids getting married, at 19, 20 years old. And I don't think they've even met yet, except over the phone. It's ridiculous.
You guys didn't have to do your swipies, Grumpy, in order to find out who liked you.
There was
You didn't
no
do your
such thing as
swipies.
that silly, stupid shit.
You
go to a bar, find some, get drunk. That's how you find your partner.
Ivan D said, Grumpy, why not 4 minutes on Wallstrom?
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you. Jared Ben says, get up, Parise. Suck it up, you weasel. I'm dying. Paul O.C. saying, what about the Atlanta Flames jersey, the red one? Red, white, and yellow stripes.
I loved it. I love the Atlanta Flames jersey. Way better than the Calgary Flames jersey. Way better. The A was much cooler back in the day.
I'm going to go ahead and show that up on screen, Grumpy. Maybe if you kind of.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing. I don't know what you're doing. Usually get mad if I talk too long.
Every single one of those we've been showing.
Yeah, man. See, that A look cool. Tell me that A didn't look cool.
I like the white jerseys even better.
Yeah, it's sharp.
It is pretty sharp.
Nice. It is pretty nice. Yeah, I love it.
I give them that. That's a nice jersey.
It's better than the C for Calgary. The A looks much better like that.
Kanye, the Giant, says, I'll always like Parise for tying the gold medal game in the 2010 Olympics, U.S. versus Canada. Of course, Crosby won in overtime. I always get more emotionally invested in Olympic hockey compared to NHL. It's
a country thing, and everyone is playing for their country, and I think they play harder, actually. You've seen guys sacrifice their game, skilled players just for that tournament. So I love Olympic sporting events.
Okay.
Winter Olympics, I love more than the Summer Olympics.
Kanye, the Giant, says, Grumpy, did you see the Miracle on Ice in 1980 team?
I certainly did. And that was actually on 3-hour tape delay. It was on a Friday night, but they did not announce. This is before social media, before the internet. So you didn't know what it was. They weren't reporting the scores on TV, none of that. So, they just showed it at 8 o'clock. And it was fantastic. It was fantastic. Biggest, no one, and Kanye, Kanye the Giant, no one of your age can even fully appreciate what it meant and how big an upset just at that time in history with the Russians and the United States. It's just different now. But I mean, the Russians and the United States just hated one another. I mean, they would, the Cold War was still on. The Russians had invaded Afghanistan, and they canceled. Or they were thinking about canceling the Olympics. The Russian team come over, beat the living hell out of the NHL, destroyed the U.S. national team 2 weeks before in Madison Square Garden, 10-3, and it was just incredible. It was truly a miracle on ice. Truly incredible.
JG says here, the Colorado Rockies hockey jersey.
I didn't like it. It was okay, but it's all right.
Yeah, Ivan D saying, come on, Blood, why not 4 minutes? Thanks,
Yes.
Nick. Where has Bavilier been? He is doing his best Josh Bailey impersonation. Invisible.
Boy, it didn't take long for him to lose his spot on that first line. What, 15 minutes? Well, actually on ice time, 5 minutes on ice time?
Jared Ben saying watching Anders Lee is like watching a moose skate with the luck for $5 million a year. Char is like watching a damn glacier.
True.
And then TJ, while you were in the bathroom, Grump tried to start podcasting with Jared Ben. What?
I don't know.
What did you do, Grumpy?
Nothing.
Why does that sound like a very
Honestly, I don't remember what I did.
bullshit? What did you do?
Lying to you. I don't know.
Adam B says here the Flyers suck ass.
True.
I'm certain they do. John P says Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm. And Nick D said, listen, the fans are singing Grumpy's favorite song. Hey, Josh Bailey. Dun, 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 dun. I want to know when you're gonna leave. Dun, 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 dun. Warzone Senior Sister says here, I'd fire Lou just for that Suzuka 6-year contract.
It was so dumb.
Jared Ben says Devon Taves currently leads the entire NHL in plus minus. Jacob Chikrin has the worst plus minus with like a minus 33 or something. Why do people think he's even remotely good? Because of what he can do offensively.
I'm just unimpressed with him. I don't know. I know he plays for a crappy team, but the games I've seen, I don't know. I don't understand the love for him either.
Mm-hmm. Jared Ben said two second round draft picks for the league leader in plus minus. I want to freaking puke.
That's what happens when Barry said he'd rather have Nick Leddy than Devon Taves. Period.
Nuts. Want you to decide says cats are badasses. Not sure what you mean by the meow name. Grumpy.
He's been neutered. He's a pussy cat. That's what I mean.
Stop, Grumpy. I'm gonna
look how the Flyers play.
Okay. Adam B says we own in short penalty minute faceoffs. In short, okay, fair enough. Want you to decide says praising the fourth line yet again, the most overrated line in hockey.
Okay, this game means nothing to me, nothing, because the Flyers suck. We absolutely should beat them. These are not measuring stick games for us. When we play, I think Minnesota's the next one that we play, or actually Thursday against the Kings is the next one. They're a better team with a winning record. So those are the games that mean a little something to me.
The BK Italian kid says Parise has been playing great the last few games. He's played good the last 2 games. Give it to him. He played well. He played well against Toronto. I thought he put forward effort. He had the goal, and I thought he's played well today.
For $750,000 a year, he's been fine.
Yep. I
just don't like him on the first line or the second line. He's a fourth line player at this stage. He doesn't score.
Bottom 6 is fine for me.
Yeah, there you go.
Tony She's saying, I'm assuming TJ brings his phone into the bathroom to continue watching while he goes and his wife gets pissed at him for missing the ball. I don't miss the ball. JG says, wasn't that high sticking on Wallstrom a follow through and not a penalty? I didn't think he had the puck.
Yeah, I don't think so either. You have to be responsible for your stick.
Yeah. Jared Ben says here, I honestly feel bad for the Sharks. Like, I liked a lot of the players on that team. I love Jumbo Joe, Pavelski, Brett Burns, Thomas Hurdle.
Joe Pavelski. Yes.
That's what I said.
They had a whole lot of talent.
And they just, team that fell off hard and quick. Meatball Parm says here, favorite jersey, the Charlestown Chiefs was our high school jerseys in Massapequa.
Massapequa. I know where that is.
Mm-hmm. And I like the Jets here. Dimitri P says here, the Islanders are bad, but the Flyers should be relegated to the AHL.
They would be relegated. They'd be like the Burnley Clarets in the English Premier League, a sucky team that deserves to be banished to the lower levels.
That's for you, Grumpy.
Oh, I'm
Stick
sorry.
it where the sun don't shine, Grump. Jared Ben says Marlowe was a classy player. It's a shame they couldn't do better goaltending. They had been even slightly better goaltending. They would have definitely won a cup. So many of those players deserved it.
Yeah. I don't know if they were ready to win.
Want you to decide says Massapequa. I went to the school there from 4th grade to 8th grade. Yep. And then can we sign Barzal or no? You can extend him for certain, but I don't think he's doing that yet.
Got to take 2 to tango at that.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like Barry is going crazy with lanes. Lines. Well, a Monkey Betzer says Grump. Would you do Bellows in this first year's rounder for
This year's first rounder? No freaking way.
Klimberg? I
Nope.
wouldn't either.
Nope. I'm not trading any draft picks.
Gotcha. And then watch you Maple Farms. That's where I grew up. And then watch you decide says, I don't agree with the crap about Jaffe. I was constantly frustrated with him trying to sugarcoat everything. Same as Joe Micheletti or Butch. I never got the depiction. I never got that depiction from Jaffe.
He was too critical of the team in certain instances. And I know they don't like that.
Yeah. Ariel C said, you guys have to get yourself on an intermission commercial for the podcast. Yeah,
that's true.
Maybe. It would be nice. Adam B says here, bro, I thought you talk hockey. You're anything but hockey. No, Adam, we talk everything. Hold on, Adam, it's a live stream of a game to where the Islanders are dominating. I mean, what do you want us to talk about?
Maybe it's hokey is the word he's talking about. I don't know.
But I mean, like, what do you want us to talk about here? Because I look at it and I say,
he's talking about the game today.
Well, I'll be honest with you. We've been dominant. I mean, look at the numbers we've put up compared to this Flyers team. We're out shooting them 2-1. We've carried most time of possession. We have looked a dominant team by a country mile. The Flyers have looked awful. That's what we want to see. We're taking care of a business against a bad team. Grumpy even said it too. Even when we were down 2-0. There was no thought that we were losing this game.
True.
Look at that. I mean, we've dominated this team. Jewel said, live from a bar, your boy Croc, aka Cock Nelson, got the assist. Grump.
Right. It was a Josh Bailey assist. Actually, he gave it to Parise, who made a nice pass to Barzal.
Mookie Betzer says the NHL announced that there will be a new reverse retro next year. Will they bring back the fishermen?
I hope they do.
So.
A lot of these little Gen Zers or Gen XYZ or whatever the hell they call themselves, they love those jerseys. I like it too.
I'd wear it in a heartbeat. John P said, you got that right, grumpy old man. I was raised when you speak to someone, you look at them eye to eye. And if they don't reciprocate, they're not to be trusted.
Yeah, either that or their self-esteem's pretty low. You got to remember, you get somebody bombastic if you're talking to somebody and you're bombastic, you can cow them a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And then you've got Ariel C said, Grumpy, how do you feel if they brought back the fishermen? You like
2 thumbs way up. Bring it back.
Oh man. Well, this period, Grumpy, is starting off 4-on-4 play. I guess there was a cross check. It was, offsetting Konechny on sportsmanlike and Matt Martin, I think, there for cross checking. Or Scott Mayfield for cross-checking, Konechny there for an unsportsmanlike penalty. 4-on-4 for the Islanders against the Flyers early in this third period.
And we start with the third line out there. And who do you think is the odd man out?
What do you mean?
Well, somebody's got to sit.
Martin's on the bench. Fourth line's out here.
Third line was out there.
Okay, it's Casey Cizikas and Cal Clutterbuck.
To start the third period, it was Pajot and Parise. Wallstrom sat out.
Yeah. Well, they probably don't think he plays enough defense to be out there on 4-on-4 play. I'm just taking a wild stab in the dark.
I tried to feed you that information. You just wouldn't bite.
Well, I'm sorry. I was looking at what was on the ice immediately. Jared Ben says here, Grump, who do you think would win?
AJ would kick his ass right off the planet.
AJ Malesko.
Man, she's got some big ass arms on her.
And then JG says here, Miracle on Ice was incredible. After Ruzioni scored, the balance of the game went on forever.
Yeah, it was the longest 10 minutes ever.
Offensive zone time, the Islanders are outpossessing the Flyers by about 4 extra additional minutes. I mean, the Flyers have been the Islanders have been the dominant team here so far this game, no doubt about it. Christopher C says the Canuck whale is better than Mr. Canuck.
I hated
the Lighthouse is better than the Fisherman.
I like the Lighthouse too. I hated the whale, the orca.
Now we see, by the way, Brock Nelson and Anthony Beauvillier here. What the hell's going on here? Looks like they get a first shot off here. The Flyers do. Oh God. Oh my God, Dobson. That is not good. Holy shit, Dobson. That was not good.
What the heck happened there?
Dobson just got skated around. Holy shit. The way he was moving, I'm like, is that Chara? I mean, it's a point blank opportunity. He puts it up in the toy department. My God, Dobson. Jesus Christ.
it
He skates
Dobson?
right around him. Yes, it's
Oh.
Dobson. Watch again, dude. Dobson, this is horrible. My God, this is bad by Dobson. Just watch this. Holy shit.
Ugh.
I don't know how you get beat short side there either. My God.
Sorokin's not been super great tonight. I know he's not been tested much.
Holy
That's a nice move by number 20.
As soon as Dobson commits, Mayhew immediately goes ahead and breaks the other direction.
That was a nice shifty little move. As soon as Dobson turned his shoulders, bam, he cuts right back. It was a nice move.
God damn it. Dobson's got to do better than that. He goes for the cross check, he commits, and then he gets walked or skated around.
I still think we're going to win this game. I cannot lose the Flyers.
Nope. I would be in shock more than anything else if we lost to the Flyers this evening.
If we lose tonight to the Flyers, our season's over.
Tony Cheese will tell you.
Terrible pass by Pellick there.
Not a good way to start the third period.
No, we come out lackluster, maybe because we played so well. We're kind of, we're just going to sleepwalk through this game.
Yeah.
But we always have Martin Jones to help us out through the fourth or the third period.
Grump Bellows, this year's first rounder, and AJ Malesko for Klimberg.
Oh, there's a little addition by subtraction. No, like I said, I'm not moving a first round draft pick, and I'm certainly not trading for somebody who you have to re-sign. I don't want any more veterans added to this team.
Holy shit. Honestly, though, I mean, Sorokin's got to do a better job on that, too. How do you get beat short side? How do you get beat short side? It's a good shot, and it was a good move, but how do you get beat short side? I mean, you look at both those guys. I mean, no doubt.
Again, there's Mayfield pinching down low, but now you're caught back. But Wahlstrom coming back and playing his position.
He's playing defense.
Nice job.
He's playing defense, Grump. That was what he was doing there as Mayfield went low.
That's what I said.
John P. They're saying home office walls as we speak. Check your messenger. I'll have to check again here. I cannot believe though we gave up a goal early. I think was that the first shot of the period for the Flyers.
I don't know.
Oh, it must have been the second shot of the period for the Flyers after the juicy rebound.
Maybe.
My God. Brian B says, hey, folks, what's up? Ivan D saying, you guys are good in my books. Read and answer every comment. Good on you. Well, I appreciate it, Ivan. Ariel C said, if Dobson was in Arizona, he would have similar numbers to Chychrun, but we all love Dobson. Chychrun is good and young. We wouldn't offer, or I won't offer what they want, though, for certain.
No way. They were asking for the moon for him. And what's he ever done? He's never proved himself. He plays on a crappy team. You never know what guys are going to look like on good teams. You know, they're used to playing on shitty teams, and somebody's got to put up points. Ugh, Bailey.
Oh, my God.
My God, he looked like Maradona playing for Team Argentina back in the day, the way he took a flop there.
Sliding all over the ice.
Stay in your skates, Bailey. It's a shit.
This is, again, I'd be shocked if we lose this game. We should not. That's for certain.
It's been sloppy so far here in the third period for us, though. Ooh. The heck was that noise?
I just was pulling up the image there. This was of the goal Ruzioni scored.
Oh, yeah. And running on the ice.
For certain. It's iconic. Carolina up on Vegas. Paulo C said here, Grumpy, what about the 1972 Canadian-Russian 8-game series?
Incredible. Paul Henderson scored the winning goal. He was national hero in Canada after scoring that goal. Incredible. Holy shit.
Was that not a pen? What the hell?
Very close to boarding there.
I was about to say, is that not boarding?
On
holy shit. My God, what an opportunity. It's a good save, but Jesus, man, oh man. Oh, the Islanders have looked kind of a little icing. Yeah. Icing? How the hell is that an ice? Were they not neck and neck?
No, he was ahead of him with his shoulder was ahead of him.
Oh shit, man. Let him play out that. I thought that was boring.
Yeah, let him play it out. Board those guys.
Well, we just took a boarding penalty our way. Philadelphia Flyers over there causing trouble. Islanders iced the puck about 16 minutes remaining here in the third period. It's a tie game, all tied up at 3 apiece.
That was a great save by Sorokin.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he's been.
The Flyers, like every puck is in their skates. Ugh. I don't know
I
how
don't think Sorokin's played well tonight.
No, he is
He's
not.
still better the goal. He's still the better goalie.
Yeah, what, than Martin Jones. I
My
like that.
God,
I don't better
Sezikis-
goalie than Martin Jones.
Nice.
Tells you how
Sezikis
bad he is.
on the ice. My God.
Oh,
Hold on. We're going to be on the penalty kill. Oh my God. Did Matt Martin take a penalty for hooking?
well, they're
Matt
not.
Martin goes to the box.
I'm
Jesus.
glad it wasn't Kiefer Bellows. They probably take him out and shoot him at the end of the game.
What the hell? I didn't think he did much to interfere with him. Really? They calling that a hooking?
I like when he goes with the fingers.
Hook. Look at his eyes.
Barry looks like he took a puck to the face.
Hold on. What the hell is the hooking call? Oh, that's bullshit. I'm sorry. They call it always hooking.
It's one of those. It's one of those penalties that I absolutely hate.
They always call.
Yeah, he had a stick on him, but was it really impeding his progress? I don't know.
John M saying, play youngsters and see what you have. Sell, sell, sell. Everyone 30 and over. Any pick you can get. Sign bars all 8 years.
Yep.
1980 was a huge year for Ken Morrow. Won the gold and the cup.
That's right. That's right.
What do you know about Belmore and Merrick?
They're out on Long Island.
Ariel C said
I didn't
Barzal
live in either
at
place.
least $9 million a year.
Oh, you know what? That's what happens.
Oh, I thought that was a borderline trip. But we've got about 30 seconds killed on this power play, Flyers power play. It's their first power play opportunity of the game, Grumpy.
Does it matter? Prokhorov's on your power play.
No, it's not Prokhorov. Prokhorov plays for the Blues. Provorov plays for the Flyers.
Provorov, whatever it is. The shitty guy for the Flyers.
The shitty
Number
defenseman.
9.
Prokhorov is a forward, I believe.
He's a prophylactic. You watch him play, should not even be allowed to reproduce hockey players. That much I can tell you.
Is it bad? Is it that bad?
They're okay. Look at how bad the Flyers are. They're hemorrhaging chances on the power play. How many Flyers are on the ice? 45? I mean, it looked like they had half the team on the ice.
They're coming in quick. Holy shit. Look at Mayfield. He takes a knee trying to block a shot. He gets just get walked around. A nice point blank save by Sorokin.
That's why he's the best.
That's why he's the best, Grumpy?
Yes, without a doubt. I mean, those are point. Every goal has been like, how did they score that? Because they lull you to sleep with us. The Flyers lull you to sleep with their suckitude, and they kind of catch you off guard. But as soon as there's some pressure, man, who steps up?
Succouring succotash, Grumpy.
Suckitude.
Succotash. That's from the old Bugs Bunny cartoon. But the Islanders look like they just about.
Who was the character who actually said that?
Daffy Duck.
No. Jesus.
I don't know. I don't care either.
Yosemite Sam.
Okay. Islanders have killed off the penalty. They now have 13. That is 13 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the game. The Islanders, as dominant as they looked in the first 2 periods, have not shown the same dominance in the third period so far. Early yet.
Sloppy. They're just sloppy.
Matt Martin with another shot attempt. I know Matt Martin's been shooting the puck quite a bit tonight.
Well, I don't think he wanted to rush back to the bench after taking that penalty. Now Barry will give him an earful.
Brandon Gaines there saying, well, that Lee, Nelson, and Bellows line didn't last long. Yeah. What was it, like 5 minutes of ice time?
If that.
And immediately we go back to Anders.
Barry is nothing if he's not a creature of habit.
Oh, Jared Ben said, TJ, you're going to jinx us talking about how dominant we are. And that was, I think,
TJ, good job.
JG says they just showed the replay on Wallstrom's high stick. It was a follow through. Okay. Sounds good. Provorov sounds like a type of cheese. LOL 4-on-4 play.
Cute.
Also, how late was TJ today? Not too late.
No, he was on time today. It was just before puck drop.
Grump, who would win in a chess match? Barry Trotz or Josh Bailey? I mean, they're both so smart. Well,
I think Barry would win because if he got pissed off, he just flipped the chessboard on the floor.
Well, Barry does play 4D chess, and even though Bailey's smart, I don't know if he could play 4D chess like Barry Trotz does in Lou Lamoriello.
No.
The Canuck whale is like the whale stuck in a cul-de-sac. It sucks.
Yeah, I hated it.
I didn't mind the whale. I like the old whale too, where it's coming out like the old jersey with like the red and blue and silver on it. That Canuck was pretty good.
No.
Oh, I like that.
It was the same logo. It was the same logo.
What's wrong
The
with
color
that?
scheme was a little different. Same logo. The orca whale coming out of a sea.
Anthony
No.
R said Sorokin looks horrible tonight. He's not looked good. Not at all. Also bad defense by Dobson, but damn, man. Oh, I tell you. Jared Ben says Barry Trotz could complicate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That for certain he could. What the hell?
Very true.
They're showing us here the replay. Oh, Jesus. Man, oh, man. Yeah, look at that. They're showing Cal Clutterbuck throwing the puck down ice when he had Casey Zizekas wide open on a breakaway. Ooh, Zach Parise now changed his name. You guys watch football? Yeah, we do. And we actually comment on the game live at the TJ and the Grumpy Old Man show. The link is in the description below and can be found as a featured page on the YouTube channel. So you could find it if you want to watch along. We cover the big NFL games, like the NFL playoff games live. It's a hoot. Barry has herpes now. Both refs called it there. Want you to decide. Talking about the hook. Nick D saying favorite line of Miracle. Herb Brooks goes, we have to play tough, like the Canadians or something like that. There it is, paying homage. About 12 minutes and 43 seconds. Man, even that blocker save by Martin Jones, he looks so unconvincing when he saves the puck.
I'm so glad he doesn't play for us. That's all I have to say.
Scott Mayfield throws one on net.
Why not throw it on net? They can't move anybody out from in front of the net. Nobody.
They're really bad in their own zone. We've got good puck movement right now. We're doing a good job of rotating, and we've kept this Flyers line out here for a bit. Oh, pass that back to the point, Mayfield.
Jones has no idea where the puck is.
Now we've got freaking Pellick down low. Holy shit, we're unable to keep the puck in. It's going to be an icing, though. Okay, fair enough. Chair Ben says, Grumpy, can you make that slurping noise? Nick D said 87 Canadian Cup was good. Gretzky.
Excellent. That was really, really good.
Kanye the Great says, have you guys seen the film Goon? Great movie, TJ. If you haven't seen it, I like Goon.
He identifies.
Zach Parise again says Flyers score. I know, unfortunately. And then JG says suckering.
That's right. Suckering Succotash was the cat. That's right. So
yeah, not Yosemite Sam.
No shit. What did Yosemite Sam used to say?
What? Oh my God! Bellows almost hits the rebound in.
Hopped over his stick.
Bellows just grabbed the stick of the Flyers and yanked it out of his hands as he was skating away. Oh, good gracious! Funny bounce off the boards.
That stick keeps on getting in the way.
Another icing though.
We'll take it.
Against the Flyers. John P says, Morrow lived next to my old elementary school. When I worked at the Huntington Highway Department in front of his house, he, like LaFontaine, came out to bring us drinks. He's a great guy.
Yeah. Suffering Succotash.
Nick D says, my 89-year-old Italian father just asked me, is the player or the coach why the Islanders can't win?
It's the players.
It's a mix.
Yeah, but it's mostly the players. We're not super talented.
Yeah.
Barry has gotten the most out of this group of players in the regular season. Actually, in the playoffs, too. We just need better players. But, we probably have some better players who just don't play enough. If you want to make the team better, you have to change it up a little bit.
I don't disagree. A little bit of both. I think more on the players, though. Jared says Barry Trotz with the intense wiggling eyebrows. Whenever he's concentrating behind the bench, have you guys ever noticed that? Yes, always. Just a
yes.
I know how he does it. Barry Trotz can complicate a glass of water. Nick D says the Canucks salmon color jersey was a jersey scam and they were ugly. I'd rather take the Canucks 82V jersey.
Yeah, I mean they've had a number of jersey changes. But even the plain old one with the stick, it's plain and simple, but it's clean. So I kind of like that one too.
Ronald P says, is Cam Atkinson in the game and playing?
I don't know. I don't think I've seen him today.
No, I haven't seen Cam Atkinson. Oh yeah, he's playing. He's playing today. He's got an assist.
Oh geez, he must have had a Bailey type. Did they throw another one out?
Nah, it's not delay game, but I think they did go ahead and clear it out of the surface, but it's going to be just a face off in their zone.
Okay.
Mio Drag P says, "Hello guys, how are you doing?" And Philadelphia wins. I'm afraid not. Nope, another delay game penalty.
Again, it's like I don't understand. It's just bad. That's just terrible.
Jared Ben says, "Grump, let me get a small list of things Bailey needs to see a sports psychologist for."
Oh my God, everything.
He says, "Go ahead."
You can run out of ink in that pen.
I'm about to say, not taking shots on wide open. That's the Islanders on another power play here, 1 for 3 this evening. 10 minutes left remaining in the game. Would be nice if we could net a power play goal right about now.
Without a doubt. I mean, next goal wins this game, right?
Why he has the intense eyebrow movement, I couldn't tell you. He's just weird. You know how The Rock does his?
Yeah. Okay.
His eyebrows. This is just involuntary. His eyebrows just go crazy. Matt Barzal tries to put one on. Matt Barzal puts one on net.
He's hoping to do something with average Anders there.
Mio Drag P says, "You guys need Ovechkin." I'd love Ovechkin.
Yeah.
And
nice keeping by Dobson.
You should sell a blank shirt, and call it Invisibailey. Yeah.
Oh,
come on, Dobson. Nice job keeping it back in again.
The Flyers can't clear the zone to save their lives.
I was about to say they've been heading in their own zone here on this penalty kill for them for the last 50 seconds. So
well, but we're not making a move much either. And they get beaten to every puck. Okay, Oliver Wahlstrom's skating skill is not as big as ability, but he could not even he got clear to that puck. Rush it, Noah.
The Flyers, I think the Flyers they've not looked good this game. They look sloppy as all.
They haven't looked good in any game we've played them.
Nope. We're finally caught up on all the comments now, Grump. Matty B taking it down low. Let's see what he does. Holy shit, he drills it right into the Flyers skates. They're able to get the puck out of their own zone and kill some time. I mean, if you're the Flyers right now, I'm just throwing every single shot opportunity at net because Sorokin's letting a lot of weakies in.
They tried to go short side on him again.
Yep, I'd be throwing every single opportunity on net. Robin Salo out here on the power play now too. Anthony Beauvillier.
Shoot it.
Sal with the wrister. Holy shit. Looks like it's going to be a 2-on-1 for the Flyers. Nice job hustling back by Anthony Beauvillier. Oh, dude. Sorokin. Jesus
I'll tell you what, that was a nice move by the Flyer.
Sorokin was way out of
that. That was nice.
Way out of net, Sorokin. Oh, a one-time opportunity. Zach Parise scores right after the power play ends.
Like
Zach
I said,
Parise gives the Islanders a 4-3 lead over the Flyers.
I told you that Martin Jones would come to the rescue for us.
That's a perfectly placed shot. That's up in a toy department. Look at this.
He sucks in goal. You got to make a save from there. I'm sorry. But look at this move. Oh, man, that's nice. Nice comeback by Salo, though, to affect that shot. And
look at Nelson's pass here. Nelson's pass to Anthony Beauvillier to the one-time attempt. I mean, I'm sorry. You're not stopping that.
Oh, he's got to be better on that. He's got to be better on that.
Elf on a one-time attempt. There's no way.
He's got to be better on that.
Oh.
He's got to be better on that. I'm sorry. I'm not saying it's a super weak goal, but his positioning was terrible.
Goals in back-to-back games for Zach Parise.
He's got 3 on the season.
Now he's got 3 on the season. I wouldn't mind Verano or Ovechkin. Nick D says number 3 for Parise. He's just getting close to TJ's prediction for the amount of goals this season. I said 10 to 15 goals, Grumpy.
Okay, you didn't say 10 to 15. You said 15 to 20.
I said 100 to 150 goals for Zach Parise.
You said 20. That's what you
said. On a really bad year, maybe Zach Parise will have 5,000 goals. That's just, I mean, if he really struggles.
Like I said, everyone knows what you said. Everyone knows.
Greg
tells us again how Patrick Kane is not the player that Anders Lee is. Why don't you give that take?
You're ridiculous.
Revisit that one.
Every time, dude, you just, I don't know, Grumpy, just ridiculous. So honestly, I can't even bother with you when you pull that shit out and you do that nonsense. Greg Frost, you're saying Parise just got a 2-year extension.
Yeah, at $5 million per.
He's played. I mean, you talk about hockey. He's played really well as of recent. He has. One-time attempt again for Parise. Another one.
Okay, Wahlstrom, get up, buddy.
That was another good attempt. I think he hit Wahlstrom in a foot.
That's all right. I thought initially he was hurt for something.
Dude, Parise's been playing well as of recent. That was a good. He's played well. No doubt about it.
He's been the least of our worries.
No, I mean, he's a really, really solid bottom six guy. Simple as that.
No problem with him down there at all.
John P said, newest addition to the man cave. Rest in peace. We'll pull it up here in a second. Neo Drag P there says, you have good potential, but you're not for this league. Not sure what that means, Mio. But Nick D says, Parise going for number 2 on the evening. Yeah, Anders Lee's first American to win the Hart Trophy. Oops, I got things mixed up with somebody else, Chris Kreider. Oh, man. Are you talking about Patrick Kane?
Yeah.
Oh, good gracious. Grumpy's just something else. I'm telling you. I never, ever said that.
That's exactly what you said.
Bullshit, Grumpy. I don't know why you BSing like that, man. It's not anything like that.
Ridiculous.
You know what's ridiculous, Grumpy? You're ridiculous, Grumpy. You are ridiculous. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, and this, look at the new addition to John P's there, the man cave, Grumpy.
Oh, yeah, that is
Clark
nice.
Gillies.
Yeah, Clark Gillies.
Marquez said Parise's heating up. He's played well. He played a fantastic game against Toronto. He's played really well tonight. I'm good. We need somebody to step up. I mean, it was a good play all the way around. It was a nice pass there by Nelson. Fine job feeding the puck there from Bavillier to Parise, and a great job by Parise finishing. We need that.
Yep.
Aaron G says, we need Chris Osgood. Sorokin stinks. I don't know what you're walking. I don't know what you're watching. He doesn't look good tonight, but Sorokin by far.
Well, but he came up with a number of big saves in the third period.
I'll tell you, I mean, Chris, regarding goalie play, would you say Chris Osgood or Sorokin has the potential to be better than Chris Osgood?
Yeah. Osgood benefited playing for Detroit.
Yeah, I'm about to say that Detroit team was fantastic.
Oh, my God. I don't know. They're so bad, the Flyers. So bad.
A nice another opportunity. Parise almost swarms for another goal attempt. The Islanders starting to really put the pressure on the Flyers. Up 4-3, 7 minutes remaining here in the third period. Islanders outshooting Philly again, 8-4 this period. The Islanders on the day have outshot Philly about 2-1. They've been the dominant team despite a few goals and weekies let in by Sorokin.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Sorokin has not been great tonight. Yes. But I mean, what's the definition of a really great goalie? He's not shutting everybody out, making the big saves at the key moments. And he's done that tonight. They had a couple of big chances after tying it up, and he came up super strong.
JG says, Yosemite Sam quote, I'm the meanest, roughest, toughest hombre to ever cross the Rio Grande.
The Rio Grande.
Neo P said.
I thought he had another saying. I thought he had something else he always said too.
Yeah. When Parise.
It's been a long time since I've seen that cartoon now.
Mm-hmm. Well, here it is. I mean, the Islanders, you feel comfortable. I said it before. I'll say it again. I'd be shocked if the Islanders lost this game.
They've totally dominated the Flyers today.
Yes, they have, Grumpy.
And most of their goals have been of the fluke variety.
And then Dimitri P says, with Parise's recent play, I think we can trade him for McDavid. We might have to throw in Ross the Boss, though, too.
Yeah, he doesn't play anymore. Tell me we didn't see that one coming.
Yeah. This typical though. Kanye the Great says Anders Lee versus Patrick Kane is a bit funny. Even if you didn't say it, TJ, I'm just going to continue to pretend like you did. Grumpy keeps on propagating that, so I'm just.
That is exactly what you said.
No, I didn't.
Who's a better fit for this team?
No. I will clear it up for the 5 millionth time. I said again, for that one isolated year, I said he was more important for the Islanders than Patrick Kane would have been for the Islanders. I'm not saying over a longevity of a freaking career, over long term. I'm just saying for the one freaking year, once John Tavares left, he was more important to have on that team than a guy like Patrick Kane would. Okay, I'm wrong. He embodied what it was to be an Islander.
You said you'd rather have Anders Lee than Patrick Kane.
You know what I actually think I said? I said that I'd rather have Anders Lee over Wayne Gretzky and Mario Lemieux. I would rather have that one individual because he's so important to the Islanders. He's better than Mario, and he was better than Wayne too.
And they were both retired at the time.
Jared Ben says here, okay, boys, that's it. We 100% need to pull the clip from the podcast where TJ allegedly claimed Andersley was better than. I'm telling you. So we would have to go ahead and pay.
It's got to go way back.
We'd have to pay to unlock SoundCloud for premium, and I'm not even sure if they still kept that old one. That was when we used to only have it on SoundCloud, and like you look for all those old video clip or all these old audio clips. I don't have them. They're like from.
It was so ridiculous that I hammered TJ on it every single podcast for 6 months because it was so dumb.
He made bullshit up the same way where Grumpy just makes up bullshit stats. He did that with this one too, just to fit his narrative.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, better bring in Milan Lucic. No, thank you. Sell it once for now. Prove you're innocent, TJ, or we'll all believe Grumpy. Yeah, all I have to do is say, Grumpy, you listen to how he goes ahead and spreads the truth, and he talks about the youth where he's like, he over embellishes. It's the same thing he's doing.
Oh, absolutely not. You said that you'd rather have Anders Lee over Patrick Kane. That's what you said. You'd rather have Anders Lee over Patrick Kane. That is exactly what you said.
Missing the context. I said in that 1 year.
No, you didn't.
John, no, you didn't. Yes, I did. Nope. You know what I actually said? Nope. I said Anders Lee was the best player to ever put on a skate. That's what I said.
That people will believe.
Yep. And I said, Anders Lee, when he touches a stick, every time he touches a stick, it increases in value by $100,000 because he's that fantastic of a player. I said, Anders Lee, every time he sweats, people want to go ahead and collect his sweats and sell his sweat over there like gypsy tears, Grumpy.
That's true.
That's what I said.
That's true.
Nick D said, you guys are better than Heels and Flat Show. Than that Heels and Flat Show. I'm not sure what that is. What's Heels and Flat?
Glenn Healy and Pat Flatley.
Not sure who they are.
They both used to play for the Islanders. Ugh.
I didn't know they had a show.
Patrick Flatley was a captain of the team. Glenn Healy was the goaltender in that magical 1992-93 playoff run.
Again, I was a wee lad at that time period. Joel said, even though it looks like we're going to win, we didn't play well whatsoever. We looked dominant, but Sorokin led in a few weakies, and defensively we had a few moments that were kind of scary.
And the Flyers suck. So just coming out with the win, that's all that mattered.
Prediction, Marlowe comes out of retirement and signs a 1 year, $1.5 million with the Islanders plus bonuses. Yeah.
That's possible.
Mia Drag, I got the Islanders winning this game, no doubt. Who on the Islanders is most likely to pull an O.J. Simpson?
I don't know. I want to say Josh Bailey, but I don't think he's strong enough to cut somebody's head off.
Hold on. Mio Drag says, greetings to Grandpa is great. Your grandfather's king. He thinks you're a grandfather, Grump. Holy shit. Grumpy, look at this. He thinks you... Grumpy must be looking a little old. Long in the tooth. Oh, man. Jared Ben says, TJ, I don't give a F. Unlock the SoundCloud and pull it up. We, the fans, need closure on this specific item. We need it. Demand it. I don't know. I'll look in to see if I could somehow find it. I don't even know. It's way long ago. I mean, you're talking about well over like 200 episodes ago. We're on this with the Hockey Podcast Network since we started numbering them. We're on like on 110 or 109, and this is well before we joined them. It's a long time ago.
I remember I said, there's no way that Chicago would make a trade like that. I said, why would they do that?
I wasn't even talking about a trade.
Exactly, we were. We certainly were.
I said that if we traded away Anders Lee, we probably can get Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl together. Maybe we give up that deal.
You try to do that, but it doesn't work. Everyone knows.
Everybody knows you're full of shit, Grump.
3
minutes left of the game.
Why don't you tell us again how that boarding penalty was on Wallstrom? Why don't you tell us again? And then
okay, that's not the barometer. I admitted I was wrong on that. Grump, I'm not doubling down on some dumb shit like that because then it was, hold on. Did Char high stick a flyer?
No penalty.
Oh, man, he did get high sticked. I wonder. I mean, at least he was sounding like he did. We're still up 4-3. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the game.
The Flyers look like they're no threat to do anything.
I was about to say, all their goals have come off of, I think, weak defensive plays and weak goaltending. They have not really...
There's an Atkinson sighting.
Yeah, there he is. He did have an assist today, too.
Oh, they did pull a goalie.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there's already
that'll give you that. Let's see who the Islanders going to put out. I'll bet you the rest of those
Anders Lee, Brock Nelson,
Brock Nelson, Zach
Matt Martin.
Parise.
Yeah, Zach Parise. Maybe we can get Zach Parise 2 goals. Maybe we can get him a hat trick today if we keep him out here for the
Yeah.
entire remainder of the game.
Zach Parise, player of the game. He will get player of the game, though. 2 goals tonight. He deserves player of the game.
No, Zach Parise has a 1 goal.
Oh, seems like 2. I'm sure they're hyping it as
goal.
2.
When he scores a goal, it's like him scoring a hat trick.
It's like if Bailey scores a goal. It's like I don't know, double hat trick.
Oh, there's Bailey out there on the ice. Maybe he can get those Parise.
Matt freaking Martin. Why is Matt Martin out here at the end?
Because he's a fantastic penalty killer. He eats minutes. He's fantastic. You didn't know that, Grumpy, on the defensive side of the puck?
Oof. Yeah. As soon as he goes out there, we're under pressure. Get off the ice, Nelson, you piece of shit.
1:30 remaining here. A little less than 1:30 remaining. The Islanders still up 4-3 over the Flyers.
The best thing we have going
clear.
The best thing we have going for us right now is that it's the Flyers with the puck.
Yeah, I feel confident we're pulling out. This is a victory.
Oof. Took a funny bounce.
Yeah.
Andy Green, Cal Clutterbuck, Matt Martin, Casey Zizekas here, the 4th line. That's what I want out here in crucial situations. That's a trip, no call.
Sorokin, it was a blatant trip, but it was a trip against the Flyers, no call on it. They've got the whistles in their pockets. Ooh.
Yep. They want to go home too.
54 seconds remaining. The Islanders tying it up along the board.
Keep it in the corner. My God, another cross check. Another cross check. Holy shit.
Here's Chara, baby.
My God.
Oh, Chara cross checks. Oh my God. Who the hell cross checks somebody in the back of Chara, and Chara almost falls down because the flyer collides so hard into Chara's back. The Islanders they eat about 30 seconds there in the corner, just getting everything tied up. They clear the puck.
What does it tell you? There's absolutely no fight in the Flyers. No fight. They've given up on the season.
14 seconds remaining. Islanders have a 4-3 lead.
Chara comes in.
That was, I think, the high stick that Chara gave him. Let's see here. Look at these. This is getting. It was getting a little.
Well, Casey cross-checked.
Wait till you see. Yeah, Casey. Watch this. Casey cross-check is right.
Yeah, and he knocked him in the Chara.
He hits his face goes colliding into Chara's ass. And he's like, "What the hell are you doing down there?" Oh man! And Lindblom goes to the bench there. He's got a little bit of a bloody lip by Chara.
I guess they're showing the 3rd period timeout counter up top. I'm like, okay, maybe they should stop the clock. Not that it matters. We're certainly winning this game.
Yep, 17 seconds remaining. Islanders going to come away with a victory. No doubt in my mind. JG says, TJ Grump, I've been wanting to ask, how did you guys meet each other and start a podcast? At the Islanders meetup group. That's originally it all started way many, many years ago. Beast Gaming 12 says, honestly, we look amazing, but Sorokin better not blow this game. Yeah, we just need him to come up there in the big moment.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He's not going to give up a goal now.
I like this Mio guy. Your grandfather's king. Come, he must be looking old today. I love it. But 15. Oh, I guess now 15 seconds remaining here, and the Islanders tied up on the draw. They're just eating seconds away,
and the Islanders win the game. It's over.
Oh wow, they didn't call that nice. Fair enough. And that's the game, ladies and gentlemen. The Islanders take care of business as they should.
The Flyers are all upset. Maybe you should have tried a little bit harder on the ice.
Man, you guys look. The Flyers now have lost 13 in a row. They're awful.
Terrible. What's Buffalo's record? Because they are a real threat to that at this point in time. They're terrible. I can really say that because, we've seen them 3 times in the last week and a half, 3 times in 9 days, and talk about a good time to catch them. We've had a lot of breaks schedule-wise this year. People say, "Oh, this, that, the other thing." We play a lot of shitty teams on the downside, which really.
I how bad. I know the Montreal Canadiens are bad, man. I'm looking at they only have 23 points on the year, and they've played 41 games.
Yeah, they're horrible.
The Flyers have 34 points and have played 42 games, or 43 games after this evening.
They had the same thing when they had 30 games. They had 34 points.
Well, now we're going to be over the Devils, Grumpy. We just dumped the Devils, Grump. We're moving on up. Moving on up in the standings.
Well, here's the thing. We needed those 2 points. We capitalized on Washington and Boston losing yesterday, not even getting a loser point. So that's 2 points made up in the standings on both of them.
Yep. For certain. So must-win game, a good win as well. Soroka needs to play about 75% of our games. I believe he would get into a Vesna groove.
This was a funky game for him and for the Islanders because the Flyers are so bad. You ever know when somebody is so bad that fluky things happen? And that's kind of what happened today. Like, it's easy to lose, focus at some points in time when the other team sucks so bad. And I think we saw a little bit of that today.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Kanye the Great says, to be fair, Patrick Kane would have probably scored 50 points a year on the Trots and demanded to be traded due to being, he was scratched for inconsistency for some nonsense. That's true. Nonsense. Zach Parise, the Islanders won 4-3 here.
Barzell gets the number 3 star. I thought with a goal and assist, he should have been higher. And they give Parise the number 2 star.
Who's going to get number 1?
I don't know. Maybe Josh Bailey.
Maybe Noah Dobson.
Because it's not going to be no. Oh, I don't know.
I'm not sure. Who is deserving of the 1 star?
I don't know. Or maybe they gave it to Parise. Maybe Parise was number 1. And I didn't see who the number 3 star was. Yeah. Maybe I just didn't see who the number 3 star was.
That sounds about right. James F saying, hey guys, I didn't know you were on. Although I heard this voice in my head, Bailey. Drew L said, I feel like Chara would be most likely to pull an OJ Simpson because he's a nice guy. Who's nice until you piss him off.
He'd have the strength to cut off somebody's neck too.
One clean swipe. Nick D said the 93 one was unbelievable when Dave Volek scored a goal in Game 7 in overtime from Ray Ferraro.
Oh, man.
I never screamed so loud in my life.
Yeah, that was incredible. I think that was a Friday night also. I remember watching that game live, and you could hear a pin drop in Pittsburgh in that game. Oh my God, it was like, and you hear the Islanders on the bench, Arbor screaming. I mean, it was like they couldn't believe it. Here's the thing. Pittsburgh was a truly great team back then. They were coming off consecutive Stanley Cups. And the big thing was Rich Pilon, who's been on the show before, knocking out Kevin Stevens. They seemed stunned after that. But they came back because we had a lead on them. They came back. Great game.
Yep, absolutely. Jared Ben says, I never forget the time that Grumpy said Anders Lee doesn't even deserve to sniff Patrick Kane's jockstrap. I probably laughed for 3 hours straight. Nick D said, we know we're not going to score an empty netter unless it's one of the sacred cows.
Yep.
Mr. B said, did we get the backup again? Is Hart hurt?
No. They wanted to rest Hart. And they figured Martin Jones,
Hart. Hart didn't
What's
play.
The difference, honestly?
He didn't. I'm going to say when we saw him, he didn't play all that well. I'm not sure there's much of a difference between Hart and Martin Jones. Legend grandfather. Look, the grandfather, old man. Paulo C said, did you guys see the Dallas Stars jersey with the flashy fluorescent stripes?
I don't remember that, but I don't like any of that stuff. Remember, we don't play with the lights off, with the black light on.
Absolutely grumpy. Oh, okay, I see what he's talking about. I don't know. It's not bad. It's like part of the Color Rush series. It's like an alternate jersey they've got, Grumpy. It's not like my first choice. Kind of like saying, I'll let you look at it, Grump.
Yeah, I don't like them. I hate them.
I was about to say, I know you wouldn't.
Yeah. It kind of looks like that silly Seattle Kraken regular jersey. Miserable, too.
Aaron G says, Wayne Doublewitz is the best goalie in Islanders history.
He's being funny there.
Mm-hmm. Double. He can wave. Grandpa is legendary. Believe me, he can wave once. He wants you to wave at him, Grumpy.
What's up, Mio Drag? Go, baby.
Dimitri P said, what states you guys in?
Mio Drag, listen to me. You better be listening to TJ and Grumpy Old Man podcast, who I'm going to be disappointed if you're not. We do that Thursdays and Sundays, and we call big, sporting event games. So make sure that you click in the link and description below. Supposedly, I have no idea.
Look at that, Grumpy. It was close, man. That was close. You'll be able to find it. Yep.
There we go.
In the link in the
Yeah,
description
you see
below.
that thing right there, man? You got to subscribe to that. TJ and the Grumpy Old Man.
Or you can find it there as a featured channel right down here. I'll zoom in for you so you can see it. Or you can find it as a featured channel here as a Teaching the Grumpy Old Man show. Getting through these last few comments. I'm Middle Country, Grumpy's East Coast. Want you to decide says, what a terrible team. And I says, we win. Absolutely. Sal P says, hanging on at the end. All the young players are out there while we had an empty net for more than 2 minutes, but we get hemmed in our own zone. All the wrong players, I'm sorry.
That's all Barry cares about.
Absolutely. Ivan D said, Grumpy, I was given a 1980 Islanders Stanley Cup ring about 7 years ago. It looks real. What the hell do I do with it? I live close to Edmonton. No bullshit.
Okay, I'd keep it, but
I get that looked at for authenticity. Have like somebody do like, what do they do? Like they test like the authenticity of like the diamonds go and they do like a little scan on it. That's what you need to have done.
Yeah, I'd definitely get that checked out. But I would keep it. Here's the thing: as an Islander fan, why would you ever get rid of that? I wouldn't.
I was about to say
it's not flashy like the rings they give out today.
Man, that's a hell of a thing, though.
Yep.
Alexander said they were upset because they didn't get an icing. Yeah, I thought there should have been icing, but whatever. It wouldn't have changed the outcome.
Oh well, they suck.
Christopher C said, "Thanks for the birthday gift, guys. Great win. Absolutely. Happy birthday, Christopher." Matthew C said, "Nice. Win 10 more in a row now."
Well, we're gonna have to start beating some good teams coming up.
Alexander said, maybe we should play the Flyers every day. Well, we'd have a much better record. Brian B said, shut up, Butch. It's the Flyers. I assume he's singing the praises.
Yeah, the Flyers suck. I'm sorry. They're terrible.
Michael M says, Sorokin plays like shit. We score 4 goals. Varlamov plays like meh. We max out at 1. I don't know. Sorokin didn't play well, but Sorokin played very poorly against Toronto. I mean, 2 of those 3 goals were directly on him. Oh, I like how he's calling you grandpa. Andrew L said Yandel was the third. Just because he played so many games, they gave it to Yandel.
That's like Josh Bailey. That's like Josh Bailey getting a third star because he was able to skate on the ice. Ugh, I'm sorry. He did nothing out there.
What beer do you drink? I'm more of a wine and mixed in spirits guy.
I stopped drinking long ago.
James F saying, I'm watching Ozarks. Do you watch it? No, I don't.
Yes, I know the fourth and final season came out just recently, but I'm going to probably binge that at some point in time. The Warden and I will binge that. We're watching the end of Cheer on Netflix right now. It's like a little cheerleading show. It's pretty good.
Oh, Kanye the Giant says, nice looking Stanley Cup banners. I know Grumpy can't wait to see number 12 hanging up there as well. In fact, they should just cover them up.
For me, if they put 12 up there, just good for wiping your ass. That's about it.
Meeple Parm says, I forget Pajot's still on this team.
That's right. He's getting a regular shift, though.
Grump said, Grump, how good was Tom Brassard? Brassaro.
Tom Barrasso.
Brasso.
There's no D's in there. Do you see any freaking D's in that name? Are there any D's in there any way, shape, or form? Are there any D's in there?
You know I butcher names, man. Why is this any different?
Maybe if you actually look at it and see there are no D's in there, stop adding letters that are not there. Barrasso.
What do you think of Tom Barrasso, Grump?
He was good. I think he won Rookie of the Year when he was with Buffalo, and he was solid back there for Pittsburgh. He was
for the Penguins,
both Stanley Cup teams. I don't think he was the greatest goalie in the world, but he was pretty good.
Jewel said those Stars jerseys would be cool if they were professional laser tag jerseys. I agree.
There you go.
And then we got it there. Hold on, maybe I missed this one. Is Pajot even still on this team? No,
you already did that one.
Oh, sorry. I want to make sure. John P said, random thought. Where do you rate the Easter Epic on NHL lore? I watched it at a bar in Huntington after my bartender shift at my father's restaurant / bar.
I think it's overrated just because of the length of the game. I mean, it was good, but it went off till like 2:30 in the morning. But I think that was the fact that it went so long ranks it higher in people's minds.
James F saying, my last game Thursday before I moved to Pittsburgh, sad, but my heart will always be on Long Island.
Well,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they got to deal with those Pittsburgh fans. Ooh, good luck to you, James. Frank C said
The
his
Yinzers. They're Yinzers.
Yinzers. Why do they call them Yinzers?
How the hell do I know?
I don't
I'm
know.
not from Pittsburgh, but I know Pittsburghs are Yinzers.
Frank C says his name was pronounced Dubowitz.
Yeah,
Zach Parise joining the stream saying we win. Matthew S saying, "Sup boys? Thank God we didn't let Philly break that streak. Absolutely,
no chance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Matthew is part of Isles Misery Rated R.
What are they, Grumpy?
They're a fan group of realists. Smart people.
Uh-huh. And then I'll be at the Knicks Heat game tomorrow. Go Knicks! We'll be doing the Islanders podcast 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you boys don't miss out. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, like on Facebook, and follow on Twitter. Subscribe on YouTube. James F saying, "What's with Sorokin in that first goal? I don't even know."
Yeah, I just maybe wasn't expecting the shot. He was at the post. It just took a funny bounce off the right pad and went in. Crazy.
Matthew S saying here, "Wow, F Philly." Complaining.
I agree, 100%.
Rogue gamer. He's not my grandpa. First off, it was just funny that somebody who I don't think speaks English as a first language was saying that he's a legendary grandpa. I think that's funny. Does your angry grandpa think he influenced Islanders to play Wallstrom on the power play?
No.
And then James F saying, "My girlfriend watches Cheer. Those girls are mental, Grumpy. Mental."
I like that show. I like it.
Michael M saying, "TJ Wade Dublowitz. Eve L saying, "Let's go back in time. It's summer of 1984. Did you dismantle the team or wait for 85 or 86?
They waited for 85 and 86. They probably could have wrote it out another year, but they knew it was pretty much over. They say usually it's better to get rid of a guy a year too early than a year too late, but they did kind of break it up. I think 85 at the end of 85, whatever it was, they wound up breaking it up, and then we went into the dark times."
Mm-hmm. Matthew S said, "Tomorrow's going to be a special show. For certain it is." And then John P saying, "FY, Carolina beats Vegas." Joel said, "Okay, I'm about to record Trot's press conference and send it to you." Oh, man. Grumpy, any thoughts on Scotty Bowman?
Great coach.
Absolutely.
Buffalo, Montreal, Detroit. He was Pittsburgh. Shit. Won the most Stanley Cups ever. Good coach. Really good coach.
Grumpy.
I don't know if he's dead or not. I don't know.
I'll pull that up for you.
I remember Montreal winning all those cups with Montreal in the 70s. Then he went to Buffalo.
He's 88.
Huh?
He's 88 years old.
Okay, so he's still alive. Okay. Then I think he went to Buffalo. Then he went to Pittsburgh, won a couple cups. Then he went to Detroit and won cups there too. Fantastic coach.
Grumpy, though. We're here towards the end. We're going live tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking all things Islanders, doing our Islanders podcast. But what do you want to say before we wrap things up today?
I just want to say love and laughter to everyone who listens and even those who don't, from TJ and the Grumpy Old Man.
Well, thank you, Grumpy, as always. And for those of you who are new, we invite you to come back. We invite you to stick around a while, subscribe on YouTube, like on Facebook, and follow on Twitter. We'll be going live tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Thursday. There is an Island game, but we got Grumpy and I have some discussion to do, whether we'll do the TJ and the Grumpy Old Man show, which I think we're going to do, but we'll be tomorrow live on this channel, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you guys don't miss out. Thank you again, Grumpy, and thank you, everybody, for tuned in. Islanders with a win over the Philadelphia Flyers. Much needed win. And thank you, Grumpy.
My pleasure.